What up, Alpha Origins and other friends and projects? What is going on? Once again, we are back for another week of game, fun, and prizes, as you all know. Guys, we have a ton of new guests this week, and we also have some really awesome prizes. So we are going to give everyone a fair chance to kind of get in here and filter on in. What is going up, KV, JC? How are you guys doing today?
Reptar, it is so freaking good to be back. Hey, everybody. Good to see you guys. Great to see all the old faces. Great to see some new faces. So, I'm back from vacation, and let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Oh, if we're not recording this, are we? Let's
I don't.
let's
Hey,
freaking
let's
go.
invite up No More Chains, and he can discuss that bit a little bit.
Can you hear me?
What's up?
We gotcha. Yeah,
Awesome.
and guys, we've got our Alpha Origins official YouTube account set up to where we are going to be posting kind of the going on and recap of game night going forward, and we're going to continue to look to scale that and try to build out that channel.
Yeah, and as you guys know, No More Chains has a YouTube channel. He's been growing.
Yeah.
He's got a ton of good content on there, guys. He's really kind of digging into some of these projects that we're looking at, and some other ones that we're not. So it's cool to kind of see some new alpha. And he also did a video for us as well. We didn't even ask him. He's just a great guy. And definitely go subscribe to his channel. Go check it out. He's got tons of good content. So thank you so much, No More Chains, for doing this. No, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much for the words. And we hope you win something tonight because, guys, we have the prizes tonight. KB, can we go over the prizes or should we give it a little bit longer just in case?
Well, we've got we'll let some people trickle in here as we kind of start to get set, start to get settled in here. But we've got some pretty amazing prizes tonight that you guys are gonna want.
Yeah. And as I understand correctly, there's gonna be some raw ETH up for grabs, guys. Yeah, that's right. Straight ETH. Cold
Raw.
hard ETH.
Cold hard ETH. Straight ETH, homie.
So yeah, and while we wait for all of our speakers to kind of filter in and get up on stage, guys, just a quick update on kind of some of the development side of stuff. We are still working on the smart contract, and we will have more information hopefully to give you guys within the week. Our artists and the dev team are in constant contact with each other. They've been showing us some new stuff. We got some new leaks that we might drop tonight. Hint, hint. And guys, it's really starting to be exciting. I mean, as we're getting towards the end of the Platinum Pass sales, we're really kind of starting to set up these utilities that we're promising in our white paper, and it's looking really good, guys. We're really excited to finally be able to bring this to you guys after waiting for so long, and very soon we're going to be moving into whitelists. So lots of really fun stuff coming in the next couple months, guys. So definitely stick around.
And leaks going to be turning into floods here pretty damn soon. What's up, AO fam?
Buzz, what's up, man? How you doing tonight?
Doing good. How are you?
Surviving. It's waiting for the bull market, but that's how it is.
Yeah, I feel you there.
Hey, Rafsby just popped into the server here. We'll get him on stage in a second.
All right. Hey guys, so I'll let Range. So guys, just quick shout out to Range. He has been pestering the big time community for I would say weeks, months even. And they finally teased him back. It's pretty hilarious actually. And usually when companies are tongue in cheek like that, it's because they got something up their sleeve. So the response that we got was obviously, imagine this, guys, soon. But yep, they had the audacity to say soon. But it actually seems like it is not just soon, but actually coming very shortly, maybe even within the next month or two. So yeah, we have been patiently waiting for to open our boxes. We talked with the guys at VIG, Vast Impact Gaming. They're one of the big time communities that we've been working with recently. We're going to be starting doing tournaments and different events with these guys. But they even said a little bit of secret alpha that they're kind of getting the same response from them as well, that it really will be coming soon. So we're going to be doing a box opening party when it comes, and Range is going to be able to, in Range of all people, we're going to have him host the box opening party. So get ready, Range.
Oh, when box.
Damn straight, he says. Yeah, he does deserve it. He definitely deserves to host the box opening party, and it's going to be a good time, guys. We're going to give away some NFTs. Obviously, to be decided when that happens, but we're going to be, we're excited to work with them and kind of get some more of you guys into the game and earning. So it's been really fun. So obviously, check out the events that we have. All right, so without further ado, guys, we're gonna get some of our last guests up on stage, and I am going to start the first rumble.
And as we get this rumble going, we will give all of our speakers a chance to introduce themselves, and then we'll start getting into some alpha, and we'll let you know what these crazy prizes are going to be tonight.
Yeah. Well,
Who just hopped on stage?
yeah.
Rafsby,
Hey, what's going on?
what's going on, my man?
Not too much. Just hopped out of another space, and yeah, just excited to see what's going on here and what everything's about here. So happy to be here.
Love it. Yeah, we love having you. How are you feeling, by the way?
Better, yeah. I just had last 3 weeks have been like pretty crazy. Just went from like just a lot, and yeah, I'm pretty much over this cold now. Finally, this flu. So finally hoping to just get things back on track. Hopefully.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So we're really excited to have you. We got we're always happy to have new guests here. So guys, give him a warm Alpha Origins welcome. So KV, so I guess we can go through and kind of introduce all the projects, and then we can talk about what we're giving away tonight, guys, because we know that's what you guys are here for, besides the alpha, of course.
All right. So our first guest tonight is Schnecky IRL. He is the marketing director for Gamble Stakes crypto casino. And he's going to talk about kind of what they have, briefly talk about what they got going on over there. But we're going to talk about the giveaway that we've got for everybody tonight through Gamble Stakes. And it's a ton of hard cash.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited. Thank you for the intro, KV. Appreciate that, everyone. You guys have probably seen me around here, kind of really demolishing a couple rumbles, a couple marbles games. But it's a pleasure to be here to speak with you guys. KV, do you want me to kind of start going through some stuff, or are we just doing a brief intro with everyone before we kind of get into some of the exciting stuff we got going on?
Yeah, let's intro real quick and let's talk about what the exciting giveaway is that you have for us tonight. And then we'll intro everybody up, and then we'll give you a chance to talk about Gamble Stakes.
Awesome. Well, as you guys know, I'm a part of Gamble Stakes, which is, another one of the many businesses that Code Compiler has been working with. And as you guys know, he likes to give away a lot of free stuff. So I actually got approval for you guys today to give away $100 at the end of the stream, $100 straight to your casino balance. Because I know what Gamble Stakes is. It is an online casino. You get to play a bunch of poker games, slots, a bunch of stuff like that. So as we're going through some of the speakers, if you guys want to be a part of that giveaway, make sure to go under the Gamble Stakes section, right under here, actually, in the Alpha Origins Discord. If you sign up on an account using code Alpha Origins, along with a lot of the other benefits you guys get that we'll go over a little bit later, you will be entered in the giveaway, guys. So sign up on gamblestakes.com using code Alpha, actually, code Alpha. If you do that, go ahead and write down in that Gamble Stakes chat section. Just write your name in there. I have all the info on the back end. So at the end of the event tonight, we'll go ahead and do a giveaway. Everyone who made an account under code Alpha will be entered. And if you win, you get $100 casino balance. So excited to talk a little bit more later and excited to give you guys some free stuff.
Yeah, I just posted the link to the announcement of our affiliation with Gamble Stakes. It has all the info you need to get in there. And by the way, guys, when you guys are getting in and using this link, Gamble Stakes is matching your entire first deposit. I believe it's up to $1,000. Is that correct, Schnecky?
You got it. Absolutely.
Plus a ton of other perks, which are all listed on that graphic that's on the announcement there. So click on it, check it out. Also, our boy Tim, he's got an affiliate link for NordVPN. We do recommend NordVPN if you're looking into using a VPN for service. And yeah, if you do have questions, shoot a message in game chat, shoot a message to any of us in DM or Schnecky in DM, and we'll get you figured out.
Awesome, dude. And yeah, as you guys, for those of you guys who don't know, Code, who Schnecky mentioned, he's building out the Unreal Kingdom. It's a metaverse project that a lot of our partners are kind of involved with building inside of. We've for anyone that's new, we do this every week. We kind of bring together all of these partners from some of the most promising projects that we've seen in Web3. We do focus a lot on gaming. That's kind of like what got us started here. But yeah, so Timmy and a couple other members were playing last night. It's a ton of fun, guys. It's basically gambling, so gamble at your own risk. But yeah, it's definitely really cool to see what you guys have been building.
Well, and guys, Schnecky can confirm this, but there was a user that just put in like $30 just to go have a little bit of fun the other day, and I believe they took home what? Like they won an $8,000 prize. Is that correct?
Yeah, we had someone. There's a game on there called Wanted Dead or Wild. If you guys have watched like any of the big streamers, you've probably seen it. It's a bunch of like little shooter guys, basically. But yeah, he hit. I believe it was a $2 bet and hit for a total of $8,800 and cashed it out. So it's really fun, guys. I'll be excited to kind of share a little bit about it later. I can show you guys some of the games and stuff. It's really cool. But yes, you can win a ton of money. Long story short.
And guys, never put in more than you're willing to play with. Like, assume you're going to lose everything going to the casino, but it does end up scaling in your favor sometimes, and it is a ton of fun. So it's a way to pass the time, and these guys are doing it right. So, all right. So the next person that we've got here, we've got the Buzz, who is the head of stuff and things, and he's also the founder of the Cyber Hornets Colony Club, which is another NFT project that a majority of you are familiar with. They are one of our official partners, and he also runs Web3 Comics, and I know he's been speaking with some people and really scaling that out, and some of these NFT projects are getting some amazing comics getting made for them.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's been pretty hectic lately. I'm actually working on a move back from, I moved about a year and a month ago from Oregon to Texas, and then now my family's decided to move back. So we've been working on all that because we're going to be leaving at the end of the month. So it's been pretty hectic over here too. Into school year, moving, all that kind of stuff. But in general, as far as like update on the Hornets and whatnot, Cyber Hornets comic issue number 2, we're working with our publishing partner to have out. Looking like it's not set in stone, but it's looking like probably June 12th, June 15th, somewhere right in there is when the second issue of the comic book is going to be coming out. We've been working with TCG World to finalize the build there. I sent Timmy a video earlier. It's not quite for public share yet because there's a few issues with Sandstorm. You know, it's kind of minor stuff. It's some edge connections on some of the buildings. The pool doesn't quite hexagon like we want. There's a few minor details that we need to figure out before we're ready to share a trailer video on the HQ build for the metaverse, but it's looking really great right now. We're super excited for the comic book store that we're going to be featuring in there, and that people that we build comic books for will also have marketing and sales aspects via our comic store. We have the digital art gallery that's going to be on the top story of our main HQ. Code compiler, which most of you all know. He's been working hard on our game to get that finalized for the staking strategy game for the Cyber Hornets and Animus collection. And then as far as Web3 comics, I mean, we've been talking to a lot of people. We're starting to move forward with the TCG World comics. We have a couple other brands that I can't mention yet until they mention it. But there are some fairly bigger brands that we're going to be producing comic books for. On the side note, I was able to have the pleasure of meeting with Rafsby and Tokenshark's coworker Yusuf this morning to kind of just give them a bit of an intro into kind of what we have to offer over here at Web3 Comics. So I'm looking forward to hopefully speaking to Rafsby and Tokenshark and their fellow team members in the future regarding producing comics for them potentially. But really, it's been great lately, and I've just been swamped with this move. It's moving 2,300 miles across country is a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Excuse my language, but
Well,
quite
and to
literally.
pick up an entire hive, I mean, it's got to be a process.
yeah, especially with a baby, 2 kids, on top of the baby, 2 dogs. I mean, U-Haul, other car. It's going to be a fun journey back.
Had to do some strength training for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially because I don't have many people here that I know. I mean, I have some Web3 people that I've connected with in like Austin and stuff with like Decentral last year and whatnot, but I don't really have. Back in Oregon, I have my buddies that I've grown up with forever, and they're like willing to help me move all the furniture into a U-Haul. Here, it's like, it's going to be a pain bringing my entertainment center and the big TV from upstairs, downstairs, and looking at all the logistical stuff and just getting this move over with. And once we get back to Oregon, it'll be better. My grandma, she unfortunately she passed away just a little bit ago, so we're actually going to be moving into her house that's gone to me, and so we're just trying to figure that all out right now.
Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, Buzz. Mine actually just recently passed away, so I totally understand, the whole house situation. But shout out to you and your team. You guys are still building. Even when things get rough, people still doing the right by their communities, and we appreciate everything you guys are doing. We love what you're building, and with your comic book store, like I'm really excited to kind of see that all come together. And even in again, guys, this is why we do this every week. We bring all these projects together, and then everyone ends up working together, and it just becomes this huge conglomerate of just community, like working together. And it's actually really been amazing to be a part of. And congrats to everything you guys have built in the time that we've been working with you, because it's definitely shown, man. And you guys have a pretty good artist, if I do say so myself.
We've got quite a few. One of them might be doing some artwork on your guys' side too, if I'm thinking correctly over here.
I hear that he's involved with Marvel and DC and Blowfish Studios and all that kind of stuff.
And my
It's just word on the street.
Rockstar Games. Ooh.
I actually did a head count the other day, and right now between writers, artists. When I say artists, I mean pencilers, inkers, colorists, etc., and then the editors and everything on top of it, because it's a big team when it comes to comic book production. If you're doing it on like a professional scale, right now we have up to 50 people available, and a lot of that's really nice because we have writers, we have artists, we have letterers that can really just delve into different genres, and we can try to figure out exactly what a project needs. And I think that's what a lot of the projects we've been talking to lately, they really respect about it, because it's like, okay, you don't want something, cartoony, or you don't want something cyberpunky, or you don't want, whatever they want. We pretty much have a person that can fill that kind of an art style and write that kind of a story. And I think that's one of the strong points of Web3 comics in general. And I think a lot of people underestimate the fact that Web3 Comics is the owner of Cyber Hornets. So basically, Web3 Comics success that falls into utility, more funds, more access, more everything for Cyber Hornet and Animus holders. Like that's kind of where we feel the company's going to move into the future. We build out this experience for other projects. Because a lot of projects I spoke to 10 different projects in the last week and a half with TCT World, and I'd say at least half of them, they have no lore. They don't really have any artwork outside of their initial collection, and that's something we feel we can bring to the table, is really just like build out their lore, build out a story, build out some more compelling artwork. Like it's your NFTs, they're badass. For Kid Card Beast, I see what you guys are doing with the X Beast. Those are looking badass. How you can customize everything, but really love it.
Oh man.
But just in general, like bringing more of that aspect into the storytelling, bring more of that art into the storytelling, and just kind of build something into your brand that's really compelling, And then there's always the aspect of doing challenges involving your community, having their NFTs brought into their artwork. Like there's just so much levels to it that it's amazing. And then one last thing to touch on is recently we've been making some really good Web 2 partnerships. And so we're connected with 3 traditional Web 2 marketing agencies that do crowdfunding campaigns now. And we have discountings for people to be able to use those. And they're like one of the companies we're working with now is Ink Studios. They recently released Wesley Snipes' comic book that he'd been working on for, I think, 6 years or so. He didn't really have much of a
Sniper.
backing. What was that?
Sniper.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't really have much of a following for his comic book, but they took it to the next level. He paid him a few bucks. They put out the crowdfunding campaign. They did all the marketing. They made trailer videos. They did all this stuff. And he ended up raising, I think it was $250,000 off crowdfunding, which when you hit 6 figures in crowdfunding campaigns, that's, you're hitting the top of the indie crowdfunding campaign line there. So, I mean, we're really excited to be working with them and a few other studios and some Web3 studios. And we really feel like, as we start to release some of these other comics for TCG World, a couple of these people I can't speak on to yet. A couple of them are fairly big projects in the space. It's really just going to ramp it all up. And our goal is to just become something like akin to Marvel or DC on the blockchain, and really just bring these stories together, bring these communities together, bring their art, their lore, and potentially even connect some of their art and lore and communities together to really just develop these brands out.
Love it. All right, yeah, Buzz. Tons of amazing stuff going on over there. Amazing lore, amazing art. I mean, just super incredible stuff. All right, now to introduce the man from A Kid Called Beast. We actually got 2 representatives from A Kid Called Beast, which Tokenshark will come on in a little bit here and talk about what the Trusty Lakes Estates got going on. But Rafsby, how you doing, man? What's going on?
I'm good. I'm just I'm actually about to watch my wife feed a snake. Not even kidding. She's got herself a pet python, so she's about to feed it for the first time. I'm intrigued. I've never seen this done before.
That's
But
amazing.
yeah, no. I mean, yeah, we got a ton. We got a ton of stuff that we're working on our side. I don't even know where do we begin. Major focuses right now are augmented reality. So we're really, tinkering with doing some like face filter stuff and some like full body motion capture type stuff. I just think it's really really cool and unique way to introduce people into the project and allow content creators to demonstrate and kind of showcase whatever it is they want to showcase without having to dox, which I think is really really cool. It's really really true to the Web3 experience, privacy focused. I mean, our character wears a ski mask, right? For that reason, it's kind of like an ode to being able to maintain privacy, maintain ownership, and it's at your own discretion if you want to undox or dox. I myself, I'm fully doxed, but yeah, I mean, it's really up to everybody. A lot of people like to wear their PFPs and want to be able to showcase or create content, whether that's cool alpha they want to share, or intel, or education, or maybe they just want to rap or sing or dance. They want to do different kinds of things. Augmented realities filters are going to allow people to do that without having to reveal their full identity, which I think is really really cool, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that just won't do certain things because of their inability to do so without having to kind of demonstrate who they are or show their face. So I think this is going to be kind of a cool outlet for a lot of people, and it'll, I think, bring a lot of attention to the project as well too, just with so many creators that are going to be able to create content in this way. So that's one big kind of thing we're working on. We're working on a mobile game as well. Something that's kind of like Super Smash Bros. Meets Fortnite. Family friendly kind of game that's just going to be something that we think is just fun, a fun way to just interact with friends off mobile devices. Working on some clothing as well too, which we're really really excited about, and planning some events for the year. So just kind of looking to do some activations and things, kind of different fun places around the world to kind of bring on and get people in the community excited in some of the key hotspots where we got a lot of holders. Beyond that, we have a toy that's being launched, kind of like an art toy that's similar to like a COS figurine. We got like an NFC chip that's going in the head that's going to allow like proof of origin and a few other little cool additional features. And then beyond that, we have, as was mentioned earlier, we have this Beast X drop that we're doing, which is a fully customizable 3D NFT that's going to come rigged. So you can basically animate it. You can do a bunch of different things with it. You can modify, buy, sell traits. There's a lot of like really cool and unique components that have never been done before in the space. We're just excited to kind of announce and release all these things. We've been working on probably like 7 different initiatives with teams respective to each initiative, and just like it's a lot of work. Like it's nonstop. Switching your brain and wearing different hats to accommodate different kind of components, because each kind of component is like a different school of thought, different way to kind of look at utility and look at value offering. And so making sure that everything's kind of working on the quality standard that we want to deliver stuff on is like painstaking, but we're making a lot of progress, and I'm just excited to start rolling these things out. Today we launched our P2P marketplace, which is cool because it allows people to trade. And we found that was like a really big component for how a lot of our holders got scammed. Would be just like phishing scams, getting reached out to by different people offering them trades and stuff. And then people go to these like unknown websites to trade their NFTs for like fake NFTs that look identical, right? Because there's no contract lock on a lot of these like trading platforms that are out there. So we decided to just build our own. We wanted to build a way for people to sell without fees, so they could avoid like the OpenSea fees and like all the different marketplace fees. So we created an internal marketplace, and then we also created a P2P marketplace that allows people to trade their NFTs directly across, with the safety of knowing that their NFT they're trading is contract locked. So it's verified, and there's no way to like basically do a bait and switch kind of mechanism like a lot of these scammers do. So we think that's going to prevent a lot of the scams, a lot of people losing their assets, because we have everything kind of internal now. We don't have third parties to worry about anymore. So I think that's a big win for us today.
Yeah, 100%. You guys are doing some great things as far as, like you said, privacy and really, really, really doing right by the holders. There's been a few different scams, a few different people trying to take advantage over the time here, over the last few months. Um, and these guys have given out a ton of beasts just to reimburse some of the things that were lost. And
Oh yeah,
it's really cool of you guys to do that. And for those of you that
yeah, we
aren't
have.
100% sure about a kid called Beast, we just posted the OpenSea link to their project in the game night chat there. And a kid called Beast is sitting somewhere around, I think, 20,000 ETH traded. This is really one of the up and coming blue chip NFTs in the space right now, and they continue to grind. They continue to build. They have all these mechanisms on their website. That I mean, there's a Dex. There's um, different sort of affiliations to where you get these services. What's the wallet security one called again?
Oh yeah,
Off
so
the
yeah,
top of
so we
my
have.
head.
I can go through some of that stuff. So
Yeah.
we have a lifetime membership, I believe, for Alpha Shark, which is a great one if you're into trading NFTs and different kinds of things like that. So that comes with being a Beast holder. You get lifetime access to uh, what's called Wallet Guard, which is super good for making sure you don't get scammed, because they're going to be launching a subscription model soon, and we're one of the brand ambassadors there. So we have lifetime access to that. In the next 2 weeks, we're going to be launching a kind of Expedia clone, which is it has the full, like the same pricing as Expedia and everything, but it allows you to pay in crypto, which I think is really really
Hmm.
cool. So you're able to book hotels using crypto, and you're gonna be able to get rewards and raffles for like beasts and different things. So another cool
That's
mechanism that allows
amazing.
people to yeah, utilize crypto to book hotels anonymously without having to dox or doing that kind of stuff. I mean, not everybody likes having their trips to Vegas on the books, right? So yeah, we have a mechanism for that as well, and it allows people to collect rewards and different things like that. So that's going to be coming out soon as well. Yeah, we're just always trying to find like new opportunities and new ways to just create value and just like stack it up, make it like better than what our initial offering was, right? That's always been kind of the goal. Is like do a lot of cool, fun stuff, but also create value for holders. Um, with that, there's like a bunch of different airdrops and things that are coming as well too. So yeah, lots to do, lots to see, lots to explore. I'm really trying to pride the project on being like the most usable NFT out there, most usable like digital collectible. And we've got a major partnership with one of the biggest companies in the world, who are launching a marketplace that's going to be rolling out August, September. It's supposed to be rolled out already, but it got delayed. Some of the other project partners that were involved in the launch weren't able to get all their legal paperwork and their KYC documents and stuff done in time, so it kind of held everybody else back. So unfortunately, we have to roll out with a new time frame. But the good news is that I think that this announcement, this partnership, is going to really bring digital collectibles to the mainstream in a huge way, because we're talking a company that has a reach of over 100 million users, and I think that's going to be massive. Like that's going to essentially dwarf
Huge.
all of OpenSea and Magic Eden combined, and it's going to be geared towards the Gen Z and Gen X consumers as well, respectively. So I think it's going to be a great way to introduce people into digital collectibles in a way that doesn't feel scammy or sketchy or risky, in terms of like being involved in like rugs or false promises. This project, this company is only working with projects that are going to be delivering utility that is confirmed, before allowing anybody to launch on their platform. So it's a nice kind of assurance to make sure that anybody who does invest in any of these digital collectibles isn't like left just holding a bag of nothing, right?
Right. And that's the biggest thing. And the thing that we really like to work with over here, and that I know our members and everybody that's on this stage here really care about is what does this NFT do? Like the art's amazing, but what does it do? And A Kid Called Beast has so many different things that you can do with it. Like you were saying, one of the most usable NFTs is the goal here. And something that we haven't even really even touched on yet is kind of a big thing within a Kid Called Beast is the fact that there are 20 different beasthoods within a Kid Called Beast. So really 20 different communities that your NFT can be associated with if you own a NFT that's has that beasthood trait. And all of these communities are getting together and they're branching off and building the brand in their own way. I mean, they've got record labels. They've got some people are working on DAOs and alpha calls, and um, I believe there was some real estate and some business connections and collaborations, and there's the possibilities are endless, and this thing is just getting started.
Yeah, no, for sure. The Beasters, I think, are like a really good concept for finding that kind of like smaller clique of people that you can connect with without feeling overwhelmed. Because some of these communities, they're very overwhelming at scale. Like when there's too many members trying to talk over each other, it can get difficult to like find kind of meaningful common ground. I think Trusty Lake Estates has done a really great job of like organizing themselves and like doing good within their community. And it's very important that people do take responsibility and build out these communities for themselves. It is that's the focus of a Web3 project is everybody collaboratively working together and putting in effort for things to actually materialize and happen. Like as our team has been focused on delivering utility, making the project as usable as possible, so that there's things to talk about, things to do, things to keep the lights on as well. We got to make sure that we can build out different revenue streams and different things that are going to allow the project to survive without just royalties. I think that's the goal of any good project. Our next focus is going to be strengthening and figuring out what we can do with the individual communities once we have the key kind of brand components formed and a brand established. We're going to look at what can we do for each of the 20 beast hoods to strengthen them and establish their presence. We're going to start by hosting an election, which is scheduled to be running out soon, which is going to allow different community members to become leaders in all their beast hoods. And that's going to give us as a team a good it's going to give us kind of a good point of contact to figure out what these communities are working on, what they want to do, and how we can help and support them, rather than thousands of people talking over each other trying to figure out and just kind of spitting out ideas. Right? There's no shortage of good ideas for sure. There's
100%.
tons of good ideas, but we can't just have idea people. We need people who can also execute and people who can deliver on those ideas, because like everybody's got ideas, right? There's nobody in the space who's left here in the bear market who doesn't have some good ideas, right? It's a matter of like finding the people who can like assemble themselves, organize themselves, and even if that means some assistance from the team to help make that happen and to facilitate it. It needs to happen so that things can actually get done and progress can happen, right? Tokenshark has done a great job of like making things happen and actually assembling people, putting them together. And I think like he's kind of going to be I think the natural choice for a leader in Trusty Lake Estates. Obviously we still have to make it a democratic process, but like it's kind of a shoe in victory for that one, 100%. But yeah, with that said, yeah, no, we're just excited to kind of like. I mean, this is all very experimental, right? Digital collectibles as a whole are very, conceptual and experimental, and like a lot of trial and error and figuring stuff out, seeing what works, and then scaling in on the things that work really well, and then going back to the drawing board for the things that don't. So far, we've been really lucky with a lot of things working well. And yeah, we just we know where we need to improve, and we're just excited to move forward.
And you guys are pushing the boundaries in a bunch of different experimental ways, which is really cool to see. There's a lot of innovation there. And now, real quick, now we have been doing some games in the background. We've had so many amazing speakers and so many amazing things to talk about here. That we haven't got a chance to talk about prizes and games, even though this is game night. Well, anyways, we've done 3 Rumbles so far. For those of you that aren't familiar with Royal Rumble, you just click on the swords there, and then it puts you into a random battle royale that you get to see if you're the guy that's stabbing people or getting stabbed by cucumbers. Some people get revived, people come out of nowhere, and also you win you win a little bit of the like Royal Rumble gold to like purchase a couple packages on your own if you want. But anyways, Now we are moving towards cars.
Guys,
Reptar.
this is like one of my favorite games. I gotta give credit where credit's due. Range showed us this game for their game night, and it's a lot of fun, guys. Hop in the Twitch link, and so the way that this works, totally random. You don't have to do anything. It's kind of like marbles. It's like a battle royale with cars. It's a death race, if you will. So the winner of this race, so as KB said, so we work with a ton of gaming projects, and so Rafsby, it's really cool to hear you guys are building a game. Buzz is also in the process of building a game too, so like we're really excited to see where that's at. But gaming is our bread and butter here. Like even we all know, even during a bear market, as long as it's a good game, people are still going to play it, still going to make money. GameFi is really where we're focusing as a whole. I love that you guys said you're doing airdrops. That's huge because everyone loves that little bit of kickback when they're holding. I actually think JC is already on OpenSea trying to buy one because that's just how he is every time. But, so guys, the next race, KV, what are we giving away next for this next prize? We did give away some alluvium discs for the rumbles. So you guys, if you won any of the rumbles, you will be getting an alluvium disc. They're kind of like Pokemon booster packs. I hope every single one of you guys get a Ramfire and sell it for thousands of dollars. I wish you guys the best of luck on your pulls. KV, what is the next prize for this race?
Yeah, so we've got a few races coming up here. And in these races, for every race won, the winner is going to get $25 in Ethereum. And then after these races, we got a couple NFTs to give away, like a spider tank base. Buzz is going to be giving out an Animus. He's going to be giving out a Hornet. And then our grand prize at the end of the night, guys, for trivia, is going to be $150 in ETH.
Woo! Get that ETH, guys. There you go.
Get that ETH. Get that ETH so you can buy those NFTs.
Yeah. And we might have some other smaller cash prizes. And I shouldn't say cash prizes. Crypto prizes. Let's go with that. So yeah, guys, we are just getting started here. So everyone get into the link. Looks like we got most people. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 3 races, right? KBS, is that what we're
3 races. And remember, hit !play once you get into the Twitch link.
Yes. So I am going to start the race, guys, and now everyone can spawn their cars. You will get a random car. Some cars are better than others, but some are beasts. You get a tractor trailer, it's going to be slow, but you can take a lot of damage. You get a little car, it's going to be fast, but you're going to get crushed. So,
Speaking
guys,
of beats, we'll see how Raph does in these races here. See if he can pull out a win.
woo!
All right, now we Rafsby got a chance to speak on the Beast Hoods a little bit, and he was talking about our man Tokenshark, who is really one of the community leaders and has been for almost since day one, since these Beast Hoods started. And he's really taken the reins and done a lot of work over in Trusty Lakes Estates, which is a Beast Hood within a kid called Beast, and you can get access to the channel for each Beast Hood if you own the NFT that has that Beast Hood trait. And Trusty Lakes they're putting together a bunch of good stuff. They've got their own Telegram. A lot of these Beast Hoods will have their own Telegrams or Discords and things like that. But yeah, Tokenshark, come on up. Tell us what TLE is all about.
Yep. Hey, hello everyone. Greetings. I'm out in California. I imagine some of you guys are out here in this time zone as well. But it's nice to meet most of you. And Raspy, it's great to see you up here. And KV, my man, thank you very much. Great kind words from both of you guys. Just up here as a representative. Like you said, there's 20 Beast Hoods within a kid called Beast, and Trusty Lake Estates is one of them. And so, day one, got involved pre-reveal with AKCB, and just really went all in. Was highly convicted on it. There were just 3 criteria, and I mentioned this, that I was looking for. And one of them was obviously a vibrant and active and talented community. The other one was I was really looking for a team that was going to be more kind of like a hands-off and just allow you to play with the IP, right? That was something that I'd been looking for a couple of years by that point. I really hadn't found the right match. But the third, and I believe is the most important, is just the market potential, the mass marketing appeal for the art. And so we can obviously give a lot of praise to Mr. Cat over at AKCB for that, and these wonderful characters. When it comes to Trusty Lake Estates, you might be asking why I chose that. I don't even have a PFP from Trusty Lake, so it's a bit odd. The PFP that I'm rocking is actually a Bull Hatton, so it's more like the business, I suppose the business sector or Beasthood. And it just sort of aligned more so with the PFP that I had prior, and that was really the only reason that I kind of latched onto it. But in terms of potential, and at that time, in terms of just who needed some help, who needed some support, Trusty Lake kind of got out the gate a little bit later than most. They didn't have necessarily the fancy or the sexy artwork as some of the other Beasthoods, and you'll know if you've seen some of the other Beasthoods, there is just some fire out there. We are more for if anybody's not looking at the art right now, we're kind of maybe like the Gap Beasts, right? We're kind of like this like preppy, see you out on the golf course type beast, right? And it's a fun character design, and the traits are great. And it's not something where everybody in our Beasthood is super ultra wealthy. It's just something that it's just kind of like a fun little role to play, right? But one thing that is unique about Trusty Lake Estates is that there's sort of one thing I'd say that, or a couple things that really stand out about them is that I say structure and organization. I'd say structure and organization. And you can really tell when you do look across and you span across the various Beasthoods that everybody has their niche, right? Everybody has their appeal. Everybody has their thing. And when you do look at Trusty Lake, it's going to be one of those that you look at it and it's kind of just like, okay, that seems like they probably got their stuff together, or at least we would hope they do, right? And so let's fast forward a little bit. So we got involved with this, and we've had a wild ride over the past several months, right? AKCB as a whole. And it's been a lot of fun. And a lot of people have made a lot of money. A lot of people have done very well. A lot of people have created a lot of amazing artwork, a lot of amazing animations. And they're building a lot of amazing things. It took us a while to figure out what our niche was going to be over at Trusty Lake Estates. And if you guys are not aware, you can go to the trustylakeestates.com and you can just kind of take a quick look at the website to kind of get a feel for what I'm talking about here. But it really did take a while for us to kind of figure our path forward. It's almost as if we were sort of wandering in the desert for a little bit. We would meet up regularly in weekly meetings, and we've been doing so for the past twice a week since I think early February. And so we've been consistent, and consistency was the key back then. And it's been, I would say, I would contribute our success to the consistency. Absolutely. It's like you kind of show up and even if it's a small crowd or even if it's a small room, you stay there a little bit. It's kind of like having a business. You got to kind of open your doors, right? To sell product. And so that's what we did. And over time, we just kind of developed a reputation of, oh yeah, those guys are doing their thing again. Oh, there they are. And it's just really up until recently, I'd say about 3 to 4 weeks ago, we really kind of came together as a unit. And we came together as a unit and we decided, okay, you know what? We are going to focus on investments, obtainable investments. And we are going to form, I don't even know if you would call it a hybrid type DAO, but we were going to form a DAO that was completely opposite of what you might think about when you think of like a DAO that might be fully automated, like via smart contract, right? We were leaning the other direction. We are like fully human touch, like trust is paramount. So our tagline or our motto is trust, loyalty, excellence. And that is also probably a key factor that's allowed us to be as successful as we are now. Now, granted, we've only been around for about 3 or 4 weeks, but we've got a very healthy DAO. We've got about 80 members. And we've got about I don't know, around $10,000 or $12,000 in our treasury at the moment in terms of assets and value assets. So we're doing okay. You know, we're on the right track. We've executed. We've been successful and executed a handful of proposals, and we've got 3 or 4 now coming down the pipeline. And all of these range anywhere from low to medium or high risk investment profile. But the beauty of the DAO is that any one of these proposals that are pushed forward, you can choose whether or not you want to be a part of it or not. And so sometimes a proposal might go through with only 10 or 11 people. Other times it might go through with 30 or more. And so based on what occurs with that proposal, if you're a participant, then you get a vote. You get a vote in what happens with that. And so one a couple of the fun ones that we wanted to do right out the gate was just play some raffles, right? We just wanted to kind of get some excitement. And so we entered some competitions and we had some really, really cool success early on. But one of the more stable and conservative plays as of late was just, hey, let's put together some money and let's create like a loan services program, right? It seemed as though what we were reading from the market was that, stop me if I'm getting long-winded here, guys, but what we were reading from the market was just that people were kind of, cash strapped, low liquid, and, it seemed as though getting into maybe like familiar with a platform like XDY2 or some of the other lending platforms, like maybe we should get involved with that. And that's what we did. We made a really cool proposal. We got a lot of support for it, and we got it funded, and we've been very active in that department as of late. So been signing agreements, and we've been growing that account. And so got a lot of really cool ideas coming down the pipeline, and I'll get to the gaming, which I imagine is probably would interest you guys a little bit more, and we'll leave some of the other heavier stuff for another time possibly. But so what we're thinking about was, okay, we also want to have some fun. We're not these stiff necks over here, and so we were thinking, well, what kind of games might be associated or be in line with like the Trusty Lake Estates brand, right? And so we started to think, well, one of them that came right at us was NFT horse racing. And we thought NFT horse racing actually sounds like it's completely on brand for Trusty Lake Estates. And so we have been developing a proposal for that in the background, and we've got a couple different pathways we can move forward on that. It's really going to depend on the talent and the funding level, which way we want to go. But we've got an easy way and a harder way, and but it's going to be really interesting. We're certainly moving forward in that area, and so typically throughout the day in our DAO we hold like these warm-up races, and so we'll go through and we'll race horses every now and then. They'll just be like kind of pop-up warm-up races, but that's only been under planning for the past 2 weeks or so, and so we got to continue to kind of refine some of the edges on that and ensure that something makes sense before we put it up for a vote. And so that's one of them. We're also very interested, and one of our guys is in the room here in the audience, Sicario, and he's been, I believe, for over 11 years NFL fantasy football league commissioner. And he's a Trusty Lake member, and he's got some awesome ideas for how we can incorporate some of that stuff into some of our kind of our gaming repertoire, right? And so the key here, though, is that we want to be able to fund the DAO, right? The DAO needs to get money, right? And so we want to continue to come up with revenue-generating, vehicles to where the DAO gets a kickback and the members are doing the work, right? And just really briefly, our member base for the DAO, we're broken down into committees, and so we've got like an HR committee, which is focused on member retention and recruiting and stuff like that. We've got a strategy and operations committee. It's small at the moment, but growing. We've got our creatives now, some very cool people in that creatives committee. They obviously help us with a lot of the artwork that we need. Our sales and marketing. They do sales and marketing stuff, right? They really kind of help get our name out there and whatnot. But the business development committee has really been kind of the engine, right, or the fuel, or the oil, or whatever it is. It's the thing that's pushing the ball up the field, I guess I could say, because the biz devs are always constantly working on various new proposals that we can put forth in front of the group to see whether or not we can test the waters, gauge the sentiment, see if it's something worth moving towards, and so. That's kind of what we're doing in a nutshell over there. And
Well, I just got to say, you're making me want to sell my place in the Museum of the Beast Arts and move over into the estates.
Well, I mean, here, let me put it this way, guys. I looked at this. I don't. I mean, okay. I'm very competitive, and I've got this like OCD about me. So I've got this like highly competitive
Love it.
OCD behavior about me, and it's just something that I've always had to deal with, and it's a blessing and a curse. But when I first and I'll end briefly, but when I first caught wind of the Beasthoods, it was something that I was hoping I would see at some point. And when I saw the way it was broken down, I looked at this as a damn Game of Beasts, right? Like Game of Thrones, but Game of Beasts. And I wasn't going to be the guy that went out and bought a whole bunch of different, I didn't want to be in every hood. I said I'm going to find my banner, I'm going to put on my armor, and I'm going to ride. Like that's the way I looked at it. And so at the time, Trusty Lake needed a little bit of support. But I also saw a lot of potential with Trusty. Like I saw a ton of potential, and just in terms of down the road market opportunities, target demographics, the types of people that might buy these types of things for their kids. I felt that might be something that would be somewhere that I'd kind of want to focus on. And so I'll leave it at that. I'll cut it brief. Obviously, there's a lot more that we've been working on, and we can always. I can answer questions, but I've probably talked enough. And eventually, at some point, we'd love to coordinate or collab with you guys on some of the gaming. I know one of our guys does poker tables as well, but and he's working on something in the background. So poker, horse racing, and fantasy football are probably going to be kind of like in our gaming division, our small, very small gaming division over at Trusty Lake.
Love
So,
it. Thanks, Tokenshark.
JC says, I'm FOMOing into a kid called Beast. What trait do I find?
What do
So,
you suggest, Tokenshark? What kind of trait should he be looking for?
Oh boy, oh boy. I'm gonna cut. I'm really gonna stop. I'm really gonna stop talking, but I can't talk on this all day. Okay, so I'm a big fan. Look, there's all sorts of traits out there, right? But I'm a big fan of breaking us down into like these little groups, these little gangs, right? And so within Trusty Lake Estates in particular, we've got 3 of them that are prominent, right? We've got the Peacoat Mafia. They've all got their peacoats and they've got their collars up really high, around their ears, sort of thing. We've got the Gold Rolly Gang. So there's only, I don't know, there's like maybe 100 or less of these beasts that have gold Rolexes, or what we
I
call
just put one in the chat. Hashtag Raleigh Gang. Here we go.
Raleigh Gang. There
Gold
you go.
Rolexes for everybody.
That thing's
Yeah.
sweet.
That's the thing that gets
those
you
two
in
are
the
some of my
gate at
favorites
Trusty
for
Lakes.
sure. Yeah, definitely.
It is a gated community.
It absolutely is.
You can just don't let any riffraff in there.
Yeah. Rafsby, what are your favorite traits? What should he be looking for? Besides Trusty Lakes, because that's a given.
That's a tough one, man. There's so many good ones. Picking favorites, man, so tricky. I personally like just like really clean looking ones, like they're like really minimalist, that don't have like too much going on. I just think that they're like super versatile for being able to like style them or like modify them after with like upgrades, because like we have a lot of community members that build out like different like items that you can just replace on your beast just in Blender. They make it like literally like drag and drop, super simple to just like modify and change stuff around. So I like a lot of the
Super
plain
cool
ones
stuff.
personally. Yeah. If I were to pick, let me get back to you on that. Let me like kind of just poke around and give him some good ideas for what he could look at. But I also agree with what Tokenshark said. Like, there's a lot of good. Like the Trusty Lake State ones are really good if you're into kind of that like casual.
I have a dumb question. Is
investor
somebody
look.
speaking right now? I don't hear anybody.
Rafsby is right now. Can you hear us?
I'm gonna drop down maybe and come back up.
Yeah, we can do that. Well, you might not have heard me, but all right.
Mosey. Cool.
We all lost our favorite pet
Yeah,
cat.
I can hear as well for sure.
Yeah, guys, elephant in the room, or should I say cat in the room? Everyone loved the cat. Let me just say that. It was adorable. He just wanted attention, guys.
By the way, speaking of cats, I was at Petco the other day, And this kind of blew my mind because I don't have a cat. I have a dog, and that's why I was there. And catnip is a plant. Did anybody know that? I didn't know that. And the guy at the store was saying his wife likes to plant catnip in his backyard, and he has a horde of neighborhood cats that come and hang out at his place all the time because he said, "quote his wife is a crazy cat lady."
That's how you get a Tootsie Roll garden going on. They do help aerate the soil a little bit, though, when they're trying to, like, if you got, like, the bark soil. I used to do landscaping. If you got the bark soil, they kind of dig in there a little bit, refreshing their pods. But next thing you know, there's, like, hidden Tootsie Rolls, and you're trying to, like, replant something, and you might find, like, a almond roca just chilling down below the bark.
Tootsie Roll.
You just go out back and you just have a mafia table with cats just, burying their faces in cat. So, KV, what did so we had Mr. Mini Gray won the last race, and then
God, that guy wins all our stuff.
Mosey has won the second race.
Mosey.
Mosey.
And both of those guys are going to be getting a little ETH drop into their wallets.
Woo! Raw ETH, guys. Give him your wallets, and we will get that sent out to you. Gas is looking pretty nice today, so let's go. Enjoy your ETH.
Yeah, and guys, I'm going to touch on really quick with Rafsby was talking about Blender. So for those of you that aren't familiar with a kid called Beast, like it gives you this 3D model that you can do a bunch of stuff with, and you can kind of customize your own beast using Blender. And then they do a bunch of tutorials in their Discord of how to do it. And some of the stuff that some people are putting out is super cool.
Yeah, that's one thing that I that kind of struck my interest is you guys said they were rigged. That's huge because I know a lot of NFT projects, like they make a 3D NFT and they don't realize like, you need to rig it if you want to do anything with it. So
yeah, for sure. So
cool
just to make sure I don't falsely advertise that, they're not rigged. They do come T-pose though, which makes rigging very easy. So a T-pose model is basically, if you're unfamiliar with 3D, anybody who's listening to this, it's a model that basically is kind of how it sounds. It's your character doing a T figure with their arms stretched out to either side, their left and right. This allows like basically anybody to easily 3D rig up the character model on there's this platform called Mixamo, Mixamo. It's a free tool, and you can literally load your beast into there in a T pose. You can position its wrists, its neck, its legs, and it'll form a skeleton around the character where you can render out a whole bunch of different animations and different kinds of things like that. So super cool, super easy to use, and there's like a number of these different tools. I've been playing with this thing called.
That's incredible, man. Like I actually use Mixamo quite often, and I work with Blender and stuff. So that's actually really cool to hear that you guys that it's compatible with that and that you that it works in that.
Yeah, no, I've been having a lot of fun with it lately. Like I got my character fully face rigged right now, so I have like the 52 blend shapes on the face, so I can do like full facial expressions.
Nice.
I'm planning to do like a YouTube kind of thing that I want to do where we do like guest speakers and like do like a whole kind of TV show essentially, but as our avatars. So I think that's gonna be really, really cool. Because I think it'll be kind of a bit of a shock factor to anybody that comes in as a guest speaker and they'll be talking to like a cartoon character. I think it'd be kind of funny interaction. But like aside from that, I've been playing with this tool called Wonder Dynamics, which I think is super, super sick. You can literally film or do like any video footage of yourself, like doing anything, like skateboarding, like walking around, like doing whatever, and it will copy the skeleton of yourself in the video or whoever you have in the video. It'll create a mock-up skeleton, and it will replace that skeleton of like yourself as a human in the video with your 3D model, and it will do it like automatically using AI. And it's just been super, super cool for just like spitting out really cool content pretty effortlessly, like being able to just like be anywhere, saying anything, doing anything, just get like somebody to hold a phone and film you, and then just be able to take that content and replace it with your beast to make it more interesting, because like who cares about looking at humans these days, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, we've just been having fun with it, just like being able to do like really cool creative stuff that like augments like the world around us, I guess.
No, man, that's amazing. I really like the idea of the avatar, and the kind of anime. That's really cool that you guys are doing that because again, a lot of NFTs in the space, like, they're 3D, but they don't really do anything. So it's cool that you guys have put so much thought into everything, and I'm like quite frankly just impressed with like the amount of community you guys have built. I mean, that's like that's what real we obviously focus more on games and stuff in different gaming communities, but we try to do the same thing and like bring different ecosystems together and stuff. So it's just like it's awesome what you guys have been able to do with the entirety of the ecosystem. It's just, and especially now in a bear market, we've been involved in a lot of projects, and like obviously during the bull market things were different, and then everything kind of got boring during the bear, I guess. So it's refreshing to see projects still building and still doing things despite the way the markets are.
It's shitty to see
Yeah,
though, like 2021 was like so big for like everybody building out like these like really impressive looking things, and then raising a ton of capital, and then delivering absolutely nothing, not even a fucking t-shirt. It's like really, really
Right?
like,
It's
how many metaverses have we been promised, right? Like hundreds of metaverses. How many do we have? We have like Sandbox pretty much, and that's like basically a Minecraft clone. And if you
yeah,
know the history of Minecraft, Minecraft was created by one guy, not a guy with $100 million or like $1 billion worth of investment. So like, what are these people spending these hundreds of millions of dollars on? Because I'll tell you, like we raised in total like probably around $3 million, and with $3 million, we're able to build a game, we're able to build toys, we're able to build clothes, we're able to throw events, we're able to do all these things. And we're not even talking $100 million. We're not talking like $4 billion like you guys evaluation. And we're able to do all these things. So it's kind of like shocking to me, like where did all this money go? Like
yeah,
where did all the money go?
I totally agree, man. And a lot of people in the chat saying the same thing. That's it's kind of sad to see. That's like, it seems like that's kind of par for the course on the space right now. It's just like, people, they raise a ton of money and then they spend it on stuff and it doesn't go back to the community. You know what I mean? And it's just like, if you guys had all this money, then well, why are you doing nothing with the project now? You know what I mean? Like, and I've seen this narrative happen so many times. I'm sure you guys have seen it too. And it's just like, it's, we've learned from a lot of mistakes and stuff. And, that's why it's so important to be smart with the mint money and to do things that are going to continue the project's longevity and be able to give something back. You know what I mean? Like we for a long time we weren't really sure what to do with the utility because we didn't want to have to um you know building a game is a lot of work, and like doing all these other things, it's a lot. So we're trying to like explore different options, and kind of like the best thing that we some of the things that we were talking about besides like events and stuff is like running Ethereum nodes and like liquidity staking, like things like this. So like that's kind of where our money is going with the mint. Like we're using it to set things up, and we just think that people are going to enjoy that because it's just like it's you're giving the mint money back to them essentially, and you're providing a real use, and you're not just spending it on God knows what these people spent millions of dollars on during the bull market. You know what I mean? So it's not hard to you know to really build something for people if you have the right intentions, and it just your guys' community definitely shows that you guys have been doing the same thing. So it's amazing to see.
No, it's definitely like, it's not that difficult. It's just it's tricky to get it right too. Like there's a lot of ways to approach this stuff, and you can spend a lot of money really fast if you're careful. You can make a little go a really really long way.
hundred
But
percent.
yeah, and with the staking component too, we looked at doing that too, with doing like Ethereum node staking, being able to run our own Ethereum nodes, because I think you can. And before like the liquid staking thing kind of came into play, you could pretty much set up a node. I think it was for around 32 ETH per node, and then that would give you about a roughly 8% return on rewards. But then we thought about it, and we're like, First off, like Ethereum is it's up and down, right? Like, we're in Ethereum for the long term, yes, but like it is up and down, and 8% reward on Ethereum. We're like, that could be a good thing, could also be a really, really bad thing. And 8%, even if Ethereum were stable, it's just really beating inflation. Like it's actually matching inflation, I would say, in the United States. So like really, even if you gain 8% and Ethereum roughly stays around stable, like are you really gaining anything in 12 months? Like so it becomes kind of a tricky thing to quantify. And so like we dropped that idea pretty early on once we kind of did all the math and like all the best case scenario and worst case scenario situations. But I do like the idea of staking. If you're bullish on if you're personally bullish on a project long term or bullish on a token, staking can be a really good thing. Like as long as you don't have like a 1 year exit or you're trying to rely on that passive return as like income, and you're just like looking to play the long game and you're just going to be holding the token anyways.
And I
For
think
sure.
just a quick thing to touch on what Rafsby was saying, like myself, I think I got introduced as the co-founder of Cyber Hornets earlier. I'm not actually the co-founder of Cyber Hornets, co-founder, CEO of Web3 Comics, but basically the original people behind Cyber Hornets, they came into the market under some anon names, created a project during the bull market, minted out. They'd hired me in the position of social media and marketing and whatnot, and they kind of they had no plans. They were kind of just like, we're going to launch this. Everybody else is launching this. The head guy, he had, some backing from some people in Fortune 100, 500 companies and whatnot. Did some marketing, sold it out, and they were just kind of like, oh, we're going to do a comic book. We're going to do a metaverse. They bought a chunk of sandbox land. They had no developers. They messed around with Land Vault for a bit, but then they totally ruined that deal. Their comic book was just really a lot of the projects, and even nowadays, like you look in the bear market and there's just these hype projects, like, not to mention names, but there's a lot of them that come out that are just like, it's the new trendy thing, and then they do nothing. And I think that's kind of, a disservice to your community. It's a disservice to the space. It's just overall, it's bad. And that's kind of where, we came up with the idea to create Web3 Comics, something to where we can add to the space and at the same time bring some value to the holders. It's just, yeah, it's a rough thing seeing how a lot of projects have treated their communities, and that's one thing that I've never wanted to do. That's why I kind of took over Cyber Hornets, and then we made Web3 Comics off of that. And things maybe take a little bit longer than we expected. We got the metaverse build; it's almost done. Game's almost done. Comic book issue number 2 is almost done. We got comic book contracts, but it's just like there's so many projects, as Rafsby mentioned earlier, that just they come out. Maybe they got good art, maybe they don't. Maybe they just have hype from the influencers. Maybe it's just a play from the, crypto mafia type deal. But there's just so many garbage projects, and overall it just really hurts the space. And that's one of the things that I get so annoyed is like seeing some of these things. And I don't know. Pauly, he did this "you get nothing.eth" thing, which I think he's trying to kind of play off the what was that psyops thing. It's just I don't even know anymore, like where people are sending their ETH. Like it's weird to see like projects that should be getting some support that are actually doing some stuff. They don't really get it, but then these hype plays that are mostly ending up being pump and dumps, they just get shit on. There's great projects like a kid called Beast, Board Ape Yacht Club, they're doing stuff. So, even Azuki with Zagabond's discrepancies or whatever. But they're doing stuff. They had their comic book just come out through our partner Cometh. They had another comic book come out through a DAO. I mean, there's projects that are actually building stuff, and then there's projects that are just like eating people's money, and then they just keep printing more and more NFTs, and it's just like, what are you even doing, right?
And I think you bring up a really good point. You can't just do one thing anymore. You can't just do airdrops. You can't just do this, you can't just do metaverse. Like you got to do everything is to the best of your ability as a project. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize that now. Like you can't we were talking about staking earlier and stuff, and like staking's fun and stuff, but it's not really kind of I'm apparently very quiet.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can
Yeah, we
hear you.
got you.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like there's so many things that you need to do to keep people happy. And if like you said, most of these projects had more than enough money to do that. And so it's about who are the projects that are actually kind of building new things, putting money into the project, keeping the project forward. Those are the projects that we think are going to succeed in the space. And it's
And
again, it's refreshing to see.
I totally agree 100% on that. Like, I think it's not just. I think if you really want to tap into the market nowadays, it's not just utility. You can give utility, you can give utility, you can give utility, but then where's your story? Where's your meaning? Where's your other stuff? Yeah, there's people that only want to come out here, buy an NFT, maybe get some, rads, random airdrops, or reflections, or these other kind of things. But then there's also the people that want to come in here and they want to have the story, they want to have the lore, they want to have the art. Like, and if you can tap into all these different pieces, where you're giving them some utility, you're giving them some reflections or rads or other stuff to give them, a little bit of money back or whatever, which legality depending is a little bit crazy, but anyway, and then you give them story, and then you're giving them art, and you're giving them physical goods. Like a kid called Beast, I really like how they're doing the toys now. The toys look fine. Rafsby, like I saw some pictures on your guys' Twitter today. They look really nice. I love the toys. The hoodie you guys had for NFT NYC, nice looking.
Yeah, it was
You
great.
bring out the apparel, you bring out the toys, you bring out the physical goods. For us, it's like comic books. We're working on the toys. We already have. You just really build on your pipeline of stuff, whether it's physical or digital, and then having a way to combine it. Like, one thing with the comic books for us is like we have the comic books, they're digital, they're physical, and then on the back of the comic books, there's a QR code. Bam, that takes you to everything that's, whatever that brand's stuff is, and it just really just building that all out. You have to connect Web 2 and Web 3 because Web 3 isn't to the point right now, unless you're a Bored Ape or, a crypto punk or shit doodles kind of whatever. Yeah, unless you're like really top notch, you really can't just push that narrative just being Web3. You have to really branch out and try to expand it. And that's one thing I noticed you guys are doing. I don't know what blockchain you're going to, but that's something we've been considering is expanding our collection into other blockchains, doing interoperability, all that kind of stuff, like really furthering the brand. Because if you just stick with I'm an Ethereum maxi or I'm, now it's Bitcoin ordinals or whatever, you're never going to make it to full brand awareness, or it's going to take forever. Like there's only so many people on each chain, where your price point's at, what you're offering. Like you really have to just, take everything into consideration and really build a brand that's both Web 2, Web 3, and interoperability on multiple chains.
For sure, man. It's cool that you guys are thinking about building on other chains. That's definitely something interesting that I don't see a lot of projects doing either. Guys, so we when this rumble finishes, there's 3 people left alive. Buzz is generously donated 2 NFTs to give away tonight for his project. So we're gonna give those away right now with some old school marbles because you guys have been asking for it. It looks like No More Chains is winning our disc. Congrats. And we are I'm gonna go live in the Twitch right now,
Haynes
guys.
is cleaning up.
And there is the link for the marbles. So everyone hop in there and we are gonna give away some Cyber Hornet NFT.
I believe we got 1 Cyber Hornet and 1 Animus. And maybe Buzz can explain real quick about the Animus. I believe it's the Animus. Some Animus have a trait that that there is a redeemable comic book attached to it. Am I correct?
Sorry, baby was screaming. I had to step outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll happen.
So I'm gonna give away one of my personal ones. I still have 3 left, and basically the Animus collection that we have, which you can still go mint. There's still a few available to mint. 6.7% of the collection has a trait. It's called the comic book trait. It's either redeemed or unredeemed. The metadata changes once you claim the comic book off of our website. But anyway, I'm going to give away one of my personal collection. They're super rare as far as the Animus are concerned. And if you win one of these, you have the choice to redeem a physical comic book, which there's only 1,000 for our first issue of the Cyber Hornets comic book. Or you can just leave it attached to the NFT, and you can sell it down the road. You can do whatever you want, but you can leave it attached. Once you claim it, then it can't be claimed again. It changes the metadata within the smart contract and the NFT itself.
All right. Yeah, get those Animus, get those comic books. JC, do you have some pictures of some of those comic books that you got? Also, I think DJ has been dropping a ton of links for our speakers in the chat. Click on some of those links. Maybe DJ's got some connections to the OpenSea collection with Animus and Cyber Hornets and all that kind of stuff.
Ice never got. Did you claim your physical copy, Ice? If you did, I might need to check the registry if you did.
All right. I'm jumping on stage real quick to say, yeah, I do have a physical copy from one of my redeemed ones. I also have an NFT that has an unredeemed comic book trait that is the standing bounty for slipping me the snake in the sleeping bag on a rumble.
Snake.
But I've got that
Max?
picture saved, but I'm on my new computer, so I got to go find it. But all right, that's all I want to say.
All
Bye,
right.
guys.
Well, hey, Reptar just posted the Twitch link for Marbles. So for those of you that aren't familiar, Marbles is similar to the Cars game. It does produce a random winner, but it's more of like a marbles course. Like if you guys have ever built those marble towers when you were a kid at daycare, yeah, it's kind of like a 3D kind of rendering of one of those tracks, and it's pretty entertaining to watch, especially when my marble falls off the track every single time we play. But that just means more prizes for everybody else. So, Schnecky, tell us about Gamble Stakes quick. Also, I know we got some amazing projects on right now. Everybody can benefit from this platform. I mean, tell us all about it.
Yeah, what's up, everyone? Hello, thank you all the speakers as well, man. I'm sitting here ready. A lot of your guys' projects got me excited too. Just a kind of quick intro, guys. Schnecky again. I know I was here in the beginning for a few minutes, but I'm part of the Cyber Yacht Club umbrella, which is an NFT project. We have metaverse we're building. We're working with some people like Buzz and a couple other people. I mainly am kind of focused on driving, a lot of the casino stuff. So I've been slowly kind of learning more and more and getting more involved with the Unreal Kingdom and Cyber Yacht Club portion. So a lot of the things you guys are saying got me pretty excited. So thank you guys for sharing first and foremost. But yeah, man, basically, guys, look, we just started an online casino. It's been something that has been in the works for a little over a year now. We just started fully going live and actually ramping up the start of this month. So I've been in charge of basically doing all the marketing, bringing on streamers, communities, offering them, these really, really unique programs to where you guys get benefits. I know all of you guys being part of Alpha Origins, you guys like to be a part of some fun stuff. You like to do games or iGaming, right? A lot of us, have a bit of a background in doing some slots from time to time, and we like free stuff. I do as well. I've won quite a few things from this community, and it's pretty exciting. So just to give you guys kind of a broad overview, we started an online casino. So we're currently in Web 2. One of our major goals and what we're trying to do to basically revolutionize is we're trying to bring our casino into Web 3. So I know a lot of you guys have seen our metaverse so far. We have this the Cyber Hornets project in there and a couple other ones. I'm kind of focused on getting our casino aspect of there to where you guys with your avatars can basically go in the casino, and instead of going online to a Web 2 site and you're spinning a slot and clicking a button, you're basically in there interacting with whatever way you guys see fit, to where you're in there with your avatar, you're playing the games and you have the slots there. It's really, really cool. So one of our long-term plays is getting the casinos into Web3. That's already where the industry is sort of moving. We've seen a couple different casinos incorporate NFTs into the space, which is something we're also implementing. As some of you guys know, some of you guys do own some Cyber Yacht clubs. They give a lot of different utilities, such as you can get a portion of some of the casino revenue, as well as extra rake back based on your slot plays. So a couple of passive and active ways to earn from those. We're basically looking to incorporate that, bring it in the metaverse, and really start doing a lot of cool stuff. So while that happens, we're slowly building on at least getting our Web 2 platform going, up and running. For some of you guys that have seen, I know you guys have hopped in my streams and a couple of our other partnered streamers. Man, I'm trying to looking at that cat thing there, Ron, bro. You gotta take that thing off, man. But yeah, so we basically have our website running. We have some streamers. We have a bunch of different communities like Alpha Origins, to where, just to give you some insight on the partnership that was announced with you guys last week. There's a lot of cool events that you guys get to really experience on the casino, effective basically immediately when you guys sign up. You have all kinds of different member benefits, your first time deposit bonuses, a lot of really cool stuff. So what we're focused on right now is getting our Web 2 platform built up, get our streamers on there, building up the revenue, building up the player base, building up the community. Short term, we have two other, basically it's the US version of our online casino. As you guys know, US regulations are a little bit iffy, basically meaning in order for people to access our site, they typically use a VPN in order to do that. We're making it to where in the interim, in the next 2 to 3 months, we have a US-based version to where you don't need to do that. Obviously, there's a couple different regulations that we go through to abide by US sweepstakes laws, but we'll have that in the next 2 to 3 months. And then within the next 6 months to a year is when we plan to have it fully incorporated into Web3. So if you guys enjoy iGaming, you guys have done slots before, reach out to me. We can make something happen, especially if you're part of the Alpha Origins community. We work with something to where all of you guys that are playing and signing up from Alpha Origins, not only do you guys get benefits, some of that money also goes back to Alpha Origins for you guys for a bunch of events, bunch of member benefits, and a bunch of the stuff. I'll let them explain that when that time does come and they start implementing that into the reward system on there. But as of now, guys, for those of you guys that sign up, ton of cool stuff. Just for tonight, anyone that signs up on the casino, I'll go ahead and post the link really quickly here in the game night chat. But basically, you sign up, make an account. If you use code ALPHA, not only are you entered in a $100 giveaway, yes, guys, $100 will be added to your casino balance for the tonight's giveaway, but you also will get instant VIP, instant level up rewards. So you basically instantly start getting some money back and some cash back on your slot play. You can get 100% deposit match and some spins on your first deposit. You get access to monthly poker tournaments. I know Alpha Origin also has that poker club coming up. So I would imagine this is just a little bit of an extra value add for signing up under your code. You get their poker tournaments, you get our poker tournaments for free rolls. They were supposed to be monthly, but we had 300 members on our first time sign up for the first free roll. So we've been doing it every week since. Any deposit over $100, you get a free wheel spin up to $1,000. You also get random cash voucher drops and a lot of other cool stuff. Those of you guys that have an account or are making one right now, just randomly, I'm actually going to post a couple of voucher codes in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen for a second, give you guys a quick 1-2 minute demo. A lot of you guys are very smart, very intuitive. You probably know how the online casino works, but I'll go ahead and show you that. We'll drop some codes and we'll get on our way. If you guys go ahead and check those out, if you copy paste one of those in your Gamble Stakes casino account, basically what it allows you to do is it gives you a free $5 to $10 of slot play. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. If you guys want to pop in my cam, let me know when you guys are in. Also, KB, if you can confirm that my cam is sharing my screen. It might be back. Is it backwards or is it only backwards on my end?
Hold on a second.
Cool.
I had it. There it is. It doesn't look backwards.
Cool. If we can get a check mark in chat, let's get some hypes and something, anything, so I know you guys can all see my screen. Super quick demo. I know a lot of you guys have seen my stream. Some of our partners, we got a couple hundred people in there having a good time. So you guys probably know. There we go. We got KV, we got Crypto, we got Ice Walker, Reptar, Pickletown. Hell yes. All right. Check it out, guys. So just quick demo. Really, really cool. If you want to play, you make an account. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm online. So the Web 2 version, again, eventually you can just walk in the metaverse, go into the casino, you sign in with your account, and you're good to go. As of now, plain old Web 2. What you want to do, you make an account, you click deposit. You can deposit whatever you want, guys. Bitcoin, Tron, Doge, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, USDT, Bitcoin Cash. A couple more coming on the way. I think Solana is a little bit further down the line as well. If you guys play, you end up winning, you go to withdrawal. Super simple. Type in your ETH address, bada bing, bada boom. I want to withdraw $4,000. For instance, we talked a little bit earlier on about someone who withdrew 8.8K off a $80 depot the other day. You click your withdrawal address, boom, call it a day. So basically, it's pretty cool. You got a lot of options. There's live blackjack, a bunch of other cool stuff. I'll show you just a blackjack hand, for example. There's actually live dealers. It's pretty darn cool. You would log in. You would click something along the lines of table games. I know there's a few blackjack players in here as well, but you'd basically click table games. You get to go ahead and interact. It's cool. You could actually talk to the dealers. It's funny. Sometimes they talk a little smack. Like you'll see them laugh if you get a really bad beat. It's pretty cool. But you basically log in. You play with your money that's already deposited. Again, it's pretty much instant. You deposit ETH. The moment it hits the chain, one confirmation, it's in your account. And that's pretty much it. You play with the live dealer. You make your bets. If you win, you win. You're good to go. Also, a ton of stuff. Most people play slot machines on here. These are a couple of my favorite ones. You basically click play. You get to do your spins. And you get to rock and roll. And real quickly, while that is loading up, if you guys did get a chance to take a look at those 5 codes in there, basically all you got to do is go to your dashboard after you've made your account, type it in here, boom, you get free $5 or $10 directly to your account. If you win, you can withdraw it straight to your ETH address, whatever you want. But that's pretty much the gist of it. This is what a couple of the slots look like. Hop in, you play with your money. You can do some spins, 80 cents, $1, whatever you want to do, and whatever you win, that ends up being yours. I know there's a lot of us speakers here, guys, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet to the point. That's how it works. If you guys haven't had a chance to take a look at it yet, go under the Gamble Stakes info section, or I think KV or someone will link it in the AO Game Night chat. Make an account. Again, we do recommend a VPN for privacy reasons, obviously. So we recommend people do use VPNs when they play. I use one when I play, just for security purposes, easier for you guys to get in. But you sign up, you log in, you play, you win money, you end up winning. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, guys, but play, have a good time. Again, if you make an account, use code ALPHA when you register. You have a chance at winning $100 at the end of the stream tonight. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to direct them towards me, or KV or Timmy. I know are pretty ready to rock with some of the answers. But that's pretty much it, guys. Quick and to the point. Hope you guys enjoy.
Hey guys, I just want to chime in. I was actually one of the people that hopped on real quick to kind of see how the gambling worked, because I like to follow YouTubers that are influencers, and a lot of them go to casinos and they just set up their camera and they start gambling, and it's fun to watch, right? I'm not spending my own money, so I just hopped in, and don't you know they're doing like 40-cent bets, and he pops a re-trigger and it runs to $205. So I'm literally sitting there for like 5 minutes. He spends 40 cents, it gets a re-trigger, runs like, what was it, 10 free spins, and it like went to $205. I'm like, okay, it's 3 a.m. I have to go to bed. That was ridiculous.
And then you get all the lights and the sounds and the ding 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 ding.
Much love,
it's
AO
a lot
family.
it's a lot of dopamine at your computer.
Oh,
Much love, AO family, and everybody else. If you
use
guys
gambling, guys. I think Buzz said it earlier. Form of entertainment, dude. It's like going to the movies. You put $50 aside. You know you're that if you win, you win. Cool, bad, not. You had a good time. And obviously, if you sign up with Code Alpha, you get a lot of stuff back. So there you go.
Hell yeah. I do have to pop off. Love the AO fam and everybody else that was on tonight. I got 1% battery, and I got to put the baby to bed. So,
well, thanks for coming on, Buzz. We
1%
really
of the
appreciate
dream.
having you.
Yeah, we love having you, Buzz. Thanks again. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
much love, fam. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Yeah, have a good night.
Always a pleasure. Guys,
All right.
just so you know, we are on the last week available for Platinum Passes. Some of you messaged me and DM'd me about going halves on a pass. DM me and I'll get back to you. And I'll buy in halves on any pass that goes through for game night. So if you want to get in on a pass, I'll go halves on a pass with you. What's the cutoff? June 2nd at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time. And just to give you guys an idea of what the passes entail, you're getting a pass that is 10 of our NFTs, which gives you a 10x on a return of anything that we are providing with our utilities. You're getting access to the passes at 0.10 ETH, which is relatively pretty basic. But obviously with 10 of them, it comes to 1 ETH, and not everybody can afford that. That's why we're doing partial passes. But you're getting 10 NFTs in one pass. And our whitelist will be coming out, but that's going to be at 0.14. So you're getting in cheaper than anybody else. You're getting a part of AO and the community and what we provide with all of our game nights, our alpha, our technical analysis, the exposure to these game nights with airdrops and meeting new people in the industry that are trying to innovate. And we're in the bear market, guys. Any of those NFT projects that aren't making moves to innovate their project, we're vetting them. We're reaching out to them. We're saying, hey, like, what's going on? We're invested in them too. Like, that's how we got into this. We started with Starship because it was a project that offered you the ability to mine crypto from your mobile phone. That's a great idea. Now they're expanded so far that we've come a great big partnership, and we know that it takes a village, right? So as long as we're paying it forward and it takes a village and the rising tide will lift all ships, y'all are winning already being here. Spread the love. Hopefully you guys can get in on the platinum passes. If you can't, we got whitelists coming. When's the whitelist? The week after?
Ooh,
Coming up. There's going to be an
So-
official announcement soon.
Okay, and then we have our public mint, which is 0.18. So you have an immediate opportunity to get an NFT that you're buying for 0.10, and then even before it comes to public mint, you can make a quick percentage return on your investment. Not a lot of projects you can do that, and not a lot of projects offer additional utilities that pay you to be a part of the community. Just being there, right? Like, you're here tonight, you're getting free NFTs. No more chains. If you get any more free NFTs, I'm going to freak out. I know. I see you knocking them down left and right. I'm like, man, I'm going to make a drinking game. I'm going to take a shot every time No More Chains wins another NFT.
Well, shoot, he won Cars and then he won Rumble right in a row, did he not?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And it was
I
not
don't
rigged.
think there were no chains on him while he was doing those games.
I think
Well,
KB is pretty happy about the No More Chains analogy.
Yeah. If you don't know this, I love dad jokes, and it's okay because I'm a dad.
So, guys, we are going to move to our next game, and we're gonna do. We have our grand finale game coming up next, but we are gonna do one more game before we move on to the trivia, guys. And as Timmy just said, we are cutting off the platinum passes in a few days here. 2 days to be exact. And these were a way for our earliest and loyalist members to kind of get in early and be rewarded for that. Obviously 1 ETH is a lot, but this is why within the next month, we don't have an exact date yet. We are talking with the dev team, but it will be very, very soon. We're going to start giving away whitelists. A lot of you who have special roles in the Discord, we are probably going to be changing up some of the roles a little bit. But those of you who are, for example, are the planet holders, you guys are going to be getting something a little extra for your early support. And so lots of whitelists are going to be coming out soon, guys. It's going to get you a little bit of a discount as well on these, and because we're getting close, guys. The launch is coming very soon. We're getting a lot of the things in place, and I think it is about that time that I leak one of the newest arts that was dropped on the Alpha Origins desktop.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here we go. Let's go. This one's a little different than some of the other ones that we've been seeing, but I'm loving it. You guys ready? You guys ready for a leak?
Let's get wet.
Woo! Bam! Loving it. Some new traits.
That's like Bane, Darth Maul, all in one.
Oh, I'm so excited, guys. And as you get one thing I will say is the amount of traits that Ben has made for this project. I'm like just constantly impressed. I'm like, dude, are we done yet? Like, are you done? Because he just keeps more. So, guys, like, I will very, very much doubt if anyone gets the same NFT. Like, I don't even think it's possible because the amount of trait variability.
And he's having fun with it. That's why he keeps going, and it's such a cool thing to see.
And guys, some of these backgrounds, like I've noticed that we've been posting kind of like simple backgrounds. Guys, some of these backgrounds, I can't even exaggerate enough. They are probably some of the best that I have seen in the NFT space. Like for like seriously. Like I can't wait until you guys see some of
Super
these.
serial.
I can't even put it into words, guys. Like we're really excited for the art alone and everything else that comes along with it. Maybe I can. Can I share it? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it.
Hey,
I'm
while
gonna do it.
Reptar is showing some of this stuff, get your scavenger hunt piece of paper ready. Put your Discord name on a piece of paper and get ready for the scavenger hunt. I've got an interesting thing for you guys to find. And that is going to be for a spider tank base.
All right, you know what? I'm just gonna do it for a second. Just for a second. Guys, look at these backgrounds. I mean, like, wow.
Oh, snap.
I'm gonna.
You guys are getting some real alpha, behind the scenes alpha,
We
behind
got
Ben Herrera's Dropbox.
look at this cityscape, this just like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm scared of what I'm gonna reveal here because I can't show everything, but I mean, guys, these backgrounds, they're
Well, you were
so
supposed to exit out of those sites before you started sharing your screen.
yeah, well, whoopsie daisies.
He's
And
scared of
guys,
what he's going to show.
here we go, guys. I mean, look at these backgrounds, guys. I mean, he just put so much art and detail into the backgrounds alone, and that's all you guys get to see for now. But I'm telling you, this is the art is really gonna shine. And again, Buzz and his project, same artist, guys. So a lot of collaboration going on. We will be doing custom, so a little sneaky. So yeah, guys, it's really we're doing this for you, and we're excited to finally be able to you know kind of get it out. But KV, we're gonna move to the next game. Yes, Ice, it was on screen share. Oh, Freya did not see either. Oh no.
Oh, no. She'll have to come back next week now.
Ooh.
Oh, what's up, everybody? Y'all been dropping alpha all night, man. Jeez,
Oh, man.
What's up, zombie?
nothing much.
Zombie.
Yo, I like that song actually. And I just wanted to come up here
Love
before
it.
the night ended. Y'all, we got the mega spaces in the morning, so we got all our friends and partners coming up to talk in the morning. I'm sure Tim will come up there and talk. So I got a lot of alpha I'm gonna drop in the morning too. So yeah, I just wanted to come up and say that. And I reached out to Schnecky earlier too, so I know the Lava Heads, we want to be a part of the whole the affiliates program for the casino
yeah,
too.
brother.
So
Let's get it rolling right after this game night.
hell yeah, let's go. I mean, everybody wants to be a part of that. I'm sure. Like it's easy fun. Like if you want easy fun,
Yeah.
there it is. It's like
But
fun.
Tokenshark,
You usually
you
have
want
to
to
go
get
look.
TLE on this? Get in there.
The what? You said you're
Uh,
gonna get the what in there?
Tokenshark, you want to get TLE on this?
Yeah, just explain
It's a
to me
great thing.
explain to me what we got to do.
Yeah, let's chat about it right after game night.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
secret
mean,
thing. Love it.
Awesome.
Hell
Hell
one
yeah, we'll
thing
make stuff
about
happen,
the
guys.
one thing about the Web3 space is the fun stuff. You usually have to go look hard for it. So if there's fun stuff right here in front of your face to do, I mean, take advantage of it because there's a lot of rug pulls and nonsense going on. I heard somebody talking about lots of projects spending money on who knows what, and I agree with that
Oh, man.
110%. So I think we're all there on that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that only one person in the on the stage understands what we've got going cooking on the back end of TLE, and that's KV. We're gonna have essentially a diamond. We're calling it a diamond shop, right? But it's essentially for people that are staking their Trusty Lake beasts. So if you're in our DAO and you're staking your Trusty, you're going to collect points, each month, right? And when you get those points, you're going to be able to use those points in the store. There's going to be physical, there's going to be digital wearables, there's going to be NFTs, there's going to be tokens and coins. And so with the NFTs and with some of the stuff that you guys are actually explaining, we're putting them into like mystery boxes, like gift boxes. And so if you guys have like really cool, fun stuff, whether they're NFTs or whether they're passes or whether they're, anything that's, within the realm of reasonability, that our people can use their points to open up one of these boxes and then they get to
The
experience
store.
what you guys are
So
talking about.
basically,
Then
it's a
yes, that would be
store.
it.
So basically, it's a store with that you can use staking points pretty much.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing something similar, but I'm doing it with the Discord. So I was like, the Discord has like a Discord token you can use, and then all my community members in there, if they play the Discord games, they get the Discord coin, and then I'll use that as money people can use that as money to buy a raffle ticket, and then that
Gotcha.
raffle ticket leads to a giveaway, and I'll do that once a week. So
Gotcha.
everybody's coming up with cool ways to do stuff. So it's cool
Well,
to hear everybody.
yeah, what we're going to do though is we're going to purchase these. So we're going to use the
Nice.
treasury, we're going to use the DAO's power to raise capital to purchase these. So we're going to go to the various communities, say, hey, we need to stock some shelves in our store.
What
For
about
the
what do you think of some BRC tokens? What do you think of that? What if I gave you a bag of BRC tokens for your community to hand out? Would you be interested in that?
The cutting edge stuff, the front edge stuff, yeah, of course, that's going to be incredibly popular, I would imagine. We do want to keep it. There's kind of like some kind of parameters that we're sort of putting in place for the store. Like for
Yeah.
instance, the physical merch, right? It's going to be generated. It's going to be IP generated based on like our own NFTs that we pull together and put into the store. So the physical stuff's going to be
Nice.
that. That's probably going to be more so with the digital as well, the wearables. But when it comes to
Okay.
NFTs, when it comes to game passes, when it comes to coins, tokens, bricks, 20s, or whatever, we will go out and we will purchase some of these things so we can stuff our shelves. And that's probably a good area for us to work together at some point.
Hell yeah, because I'm not for sure. I mean, if you're familiar with like the BRC stuff that's going on right now, and I just launched the BRC token for our community. So not necessarily right this second, but probably in the upcoming months, I'll probably just be handing bags of that out to certain communities to strengthen the value of the coin. And I got a bunch of stuff that I'm going to do with it. I don't have a roadmap because people like to steal ideas and stuff, but we got an NFT, we got some stuff we're building too, and yeah, it'd be interesting. I want to collab and do something with you. Honestly, if you got a store like that you're building,
Yeah, I think KV is going to be kind of the bridge, the liaison. I would imagine.
All right.
Trusty Lakes.
Cool.
I'm going to support you guys however I can.
Yeah, let's get it.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys,
Sounds
we've
good.
got a scavenger hunt. I hope everybody, and again, this is for a spider tank base, so we can see all you degens at Thursday night tanks. Man, this game is so much fun. So I'm excited to see you guys there, and we're gonna continue to scale this thing, and hopefully someday we're gonna get a competitive AO team going. So if you want to be that person that really gets into it, who knows? We could be
And not
sponsoring something
only
in
are
the
we
future.
putting together a team, guys, and yeah, Giro has been playing the crap out of spider tanks. It's
Oh
it's
man.
it's great, guys. And even if you're not into playing games all the time, and you do win this tank, you can rent it out. And we have a channel where our members are renting out each other's tanks to kind of keep it in the Alpha Origins family, so you guys can rent your own tanks and stuff. So yeah, like a lot of stuff. The earning potential is there. It's it's a really good game. And there is earning daily, guys. You are getting your tokens every day. Based on how much you play, your rank, rarity of your tank. There's a lot of information. We do have some videos pinned if you guys want to learn how to get into the game. But as KV said, we do this every week as well as Big Time, a couple other games. But we're gonna be partnering with Scoriox and his guild to do some events with spider tanks. So we're gonna do some tournaments. We're gonna be having some giveaways and stuff. And yeah, we hope to see you guys there. And yes, quick reminder: the Half Man Half Zombie has the mega space as usual, and that is going to be tomorrow. And there is the vanity for that. So KV, what
All
are we
right,
doing for scavenger hunt?
guys, get your papers ready. I'm gonna drop what we're doing in 5 seconds here. And as a reminder, you have to take a picture. The first person to take a picture of the correct item with this paper with your Discord name on the picture, in the picture, and it's readable, will take home the spider tank base. All right, guys, get ready.
So everybody
Limber
write
up.
your name on a piece of paper, and this will be your base for you to put your item on and take a picture, just so we know that you didn't get it off the internet.
Yeah,
So
I see some people. Air Freya. Ron's got the Alpha Origins personalized paper. I love it. Air Freya, and then I posted an example as well. So I think you guys have had enough time to get this done since then. So what I want you guys to find tonight and create the first person that makes a smiley face out of fruit will win the scavenger hunt. Go.
out of fruit, a smiley face. Wow, run to your fridge. If you got a mini fridge, you got an example. Hopefully you got some fruit in there. A banana, maybe.
Freya's
Banana.
running out to the garden.
Yeah. Seems easy. I would go with the banana and two fruits option, but you might have to get more creative than that, guys, if you don't have bananas. Ice! Way to go! Ice AO
Ice,
Planet Master. Ren, I love your
hack it. I love it. And oh, Renzetsu, he even cut up the blueberries with that knife there. He had to slice open the box to try to get in there. But Ice, he had the right ones on hand.
He did.
He was
Shout out.
taking Reptar's suggestion.
Well, congrats, guys. Ooh. So, KV, what has Ice AO Planet Master 1?
Ice won a tank base, and I believe the tank base is a Blink tank base. I will post the the NFT in the chat so you can see it. Blink is actually one of the faster bases for a spider tank, and you can run around and shoot people from far away. And guys, it's good to have speed in this game.
It is. Speed is important.
Speed kills. Leg speed the
Freya,
wolf.
that banana is ready to be eaten.
Banana bread time. Hold on a second, Freya. Are those tomatoes? That's a tricky fruit. Oh, and Pickletown cut up some watermelon for it.
I think it's a vegetable.
Ooh, no, you know what? Tomatoes are
It's a fruit. It's a fruit.
It's a fruit.
All right, it's a fruit.
It is, but that you're right. That's definitely an interesting little loophole you got there. 100% fruit phrase.
Bring in the fruit alpha.
It's like avocado. Is it a fruit or is it a
banana bread?
I think it's a superfood.
Oh no, Hackett. That
Super
was
greens.
Game because guys, the greatest game of all is next, and the prize is $150 in Ethereum. Let's go!
Yep.
I want to see some excitement in the chat. I want to see some fruit emojis.
Hype. Throwing fruit all over the place.
All right, guys. So
Timmy is super fruit.
Ren, watch out for that knife.
Yeah, guys, be careful with the knives. That's why we don't use knives as the object that we have you grab, because or anything dangerous for that matter. Like scissors. We did scissors one time and we're like, that was horrible because I can just imagine 25 people running with scissors and it terrified.
Downstairs, around corners, pushing children out of the way.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys.
The graphic gets graphic.
So you guys know how this is. Bear with me. I did not make this trivia. I know. Usually they are hand delivered to you by Reptar himself. But I actually had the bot do it this time, and it looks pretty good. I think it's gonna be a fun one. So guys, here is the link for the trivia, and the winner is going to walk away with $150 in Ethereum. And The best part, guys, is what is it? What is it, KB? What's the best part?
The best part is
Mm,
the fact that somebody might beat me in trivia this week.
Oh, no, Range is here, our trivia champion, Range. So, guys, it is gonna be it is gonna be, anyone's game because Range is just an animal with trivia for some reason, and he had to drop off. So, guys, let's go.
Whoa!
We miss you, Range. I know you're not here, but you're out there somewhere in the metaverse.
We
Um,
miss bot range too, and the other bot range account for trivia.
yep. Too
All
soon.
3 ranges.
So guys, this is gonna be video game trivia. So if you guys know your stuff in games, you better hop on. But again, this should be pretty easy for even anyone who hasn't played video games since the Commodore 64. So we'll be good. Talking to you, Ron.
Here we go.
All right, guys. So we have 15 people in. I will give everyone a couple more minutes to kind of hop into the trivia, and we'll get this started. Good luck to everyone. And just make sure your name matches your Discord. It just makes it easier on us.
Yes, it has to be the same name, otherwise it doesn't qualify.
Same name.
I'm talking to you, CZ Runner.
Yeah. So mean, Pumpkin Kings. You know what, guys? I'm gonna something here. Well, so let's find it. Where did it go?
Duh.
I want to get one that's different than ones that we've shown off before. All right, this one's badass. We're gonna leak this one, KB. Again,
Trippy.
the variety, not just like, ooh, nice. Yeah, the Blink one is good, dude. It's fast. It's like wicked fast.
It is. Hey, Hero,
Bam.
do you have an OpenSea link for us while you're there? Here, hold on. No, I got it. Wait, my old iPhone 11 got stuck for some reason, and I just don't want to
Oh,
upgrade my phone because all my stuff's on it, and I don't want to deal with a new device.
oh yeah, it's
And it
3
still
years
does
old. Dude. Throw
everything.
it in the garbage. It's useless now.
Just burn it. Just burn it.
But yeah, guys, just the variety. I mean, there's so many different like hairstyles and like skin colors on the humans, and same thing with the aliens. There's like 8, 9 different skin colors for the aliens. There's like all the different mutant variety. Like guys, there's tons and tons of traits. Like I'm actually really excited for public mint because I just want to mint a couple every day and just kind of see what I'm getting because I mean it's going to be interesting to see how these pan out. But it looks like everybody is in the game, so we are going to go ahead and start the countdown, guys. Remember, this is not only about speed, but it is about accuracy. You have to answer the question correctly and as fast as possible to get the most points. That means Google will not help you. So let's
Hey, where's the
go.
link at again?
Oh,
I gotta get in real quick.
yeah, no worries, no worries. This is why I'm making everybody patiently wait. It's just like the
Get
anticipation,
in there.
Bam.
There it
There it
is.
is.
He just posted it. Go, 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 go. Real quick.
Uh
Oh.
still like
You just made Schnecky log off. He got so excited. He just exited out of everything.
yeah, I actually I still like our other music better. Like this is good. This is a nice banger, but I'm still digging the Smash music. All right, guys. Now let us go. So, as you guys know,
Here we
the
go.
countdown timer is about to start, and then the first question will show up on your screen. And let's go.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Ooh, the first question. This should be an easy one.
Trivia.
All right, guys. Which of the following is not an actual console generation released by
Ah,
Microsoft?
shoot.
Oh, too fast. Too fast.
I done fudged up, you hear?
Oh, didn't mean to do that. That is
Yeah,
the correct answer. But yeah,
fudge.
guys, 61% of you guys got that. Nice job.
It should have been slightly higher.
All
This
right.
guy likes to click things too fast.
Go for the speed, guys. Speed. All right, next question.
Blink.
Oh, what is the early video game console shown in the picture, guys? What
Oh
is
gosh.
Ron, you better know this. I will be very disappointed.
Is that the device that Ron still plays big time with?
Ron's not on stage to hassle us back, you know. Ooh, pretty even spread, guys. Nobody said the Fairfield Channel F. I don't even know what that is.
And if Reptar doesn't know what it doesn't exist.
Literally, because I don't have one. It was
I
the Atari 2600, guys.
I do hear that Range plays Pokemon on the Fairfield still.
Oh, guys.
It's
So random idea, but I thought it would be cool for a giveaway. They did make it so there is they have the Game Boy. Like you can turn your Game Boy into a crypto wallet. So I'm actually I bought a Game Boy and I'm in the process of kind of figuring out how that's all works and like what it's about. So I think what we might do for one of our giveaways, or maybe when we hit 1,200 members, we're gonna give away a Game Boy, and
what?
it would be, we think it'd be like really cool, use the Game Boy just because it's a Game Boy, but it comes with a special cartridge where it can be turned into your personal cold storage crypto wallet, and I'm a huge gaming nerd, so to me that's like the coolest thing ever, and I'm really excited to kind of see how it all works, so I will get back to you guys on that for sure. All right, question 3. Let's go. Ooh, which console was the first to have internet connectivity? I don't even know this
Well,
one, honestly.
it's one of two.
Yeah, you know what? I think I do know this one actually, because it came out around the same time as the other systems that didn't
Yeah.
have it, but
If it's the Dreamcast, I'm gonna be shocked.
well,
It's gonna be the Dreamcast, isn't it?
it's the Dreamcast.
Mother trucker. I never had a
Yeah.
Dreamcast. I had a Genesis
So
that
it was
my
built.
mother sold for $20 at a garage sale without me knowing,
Oh God, dude, that's awful. So
with like 20 games.
So this was short-lived apparently, but it was built on dial-up internet, which makes total sense why it was short-lived. Because you couldn't talk on the phone while you're playing on your Dreamcast. So if somebody called you after your 8-hour gaming session, you wouldn't know. And I'm sure it was
That's
terribly slow, dude. It's probably horrible.
and it truly helps with the concentration piece.
There you go. You don't have your phone
Yeah.
ringing every 20 minutes.
Completely excluded and just playing DDR.
Next question. All right. Ooh. What
Oh
Nintendo
gosh.
console is shown here? Guys, it's
It
in
is probably the superest Nintendo.
the Super Nintendo.
The Super. I believe
Oh,
that's the Xbox 2.
it's the Xbox. Yeah, you guys, I think the cube-shaped design is what kind of gave it away. So, we'll be on question 5 after this, guys, and then I will check the scores, see where everyone's at, and then we'll go with the next 5 questions. So, let's go. Ooh. So, infamously, Atari buried thousands of unsold copies of what game in the New Mexico desert? I love this story. It is the biggest video game failure in human history, and it was
I
so
know the
bad.
game.
that they had to hide their failure by burying it in the desert. I mean, it does not get any more dramatic than that. I mean, for real. Yeah. It was,
E.T. widely considered the worst video game of all time.
and you know what's crazy is it still made around like, so they sold 3 million units at I think they're like $10 because the game still made like $30 million, but that's a failure for a video game to make $30 million. Like that's a monumental failure. Considering it says right here that they spent around $25 million just for the rights for the film, so they did horrible with this one. So here are the leaderboards. Right now we have Ice in first place, followed by Schnecky second, JJ the Goat in third, Pickletown in fourth, and Ice Walker in fifth. The
Man,
points, as you can see, guys, are all very close. A lot of people are really close to around 300 points. We even got some twos in here. It is still anyone's game, guys. So let's move on to the next question.
coming for you from spot 10.
Woo!
Ice, I'm about to turn up the heat.
Oof. All right. Which of the following console sold the most
Oh,
units
gosh.
of all time? This is the best-selling video game console ever, guys.
Is it the Dreamcast?
You know, it's interesting because the Dreamcast, like, it had a really cool controller, and a lot of games used it really interestingly. But um, as far as the sales for it, it did not do well compared to the answer PlayStation 2 and
Yep.
the Xbox. It just was not. It just didn't do very well, unfortunately.
So the Dreamcast, remind me, the Dreamcast controller had some sort of like screen on it, right?
Yeah, dude, and I don't know if you guys remember this. I'm a huge survival horror fan. Like, I love Resident Evil and stuff. But there was this game called Dino Crisis. It's kind of old. It was on the PS1 and the Dreamcast, but I loved what they did with it because on the Dreamcast it showed a little like, you know, those EKG monitors where it shows your health and it's like the line that's bouncing around. That
Yeah.
was your health meter on the controller. So it was just like
Huh,
so cool.
interesting. Ahead of its time.
It was,
Dial-up
dude.
internet at all.
It kind of makes you wonder what's going to happen to some projects that are ahead of their time. It's like it wasn't a bad idea; it was just executed at the wrong time, which is just like so sad to think about that really happens. Even. Question number 7, guys. Let's go.
Oh, Giro, you missed out on like Digimon World and Spyro,
Dude, Digimon World and Spyro were so good. I
Yu-Gi-Oh,
still have them on my shelf right now behind me.
right? And again, I've got Warcraft 2 for the PS1.
Yeah, no,
Warcraft
I'm
2.
not dude. It's such a good game. I swear I still have all my consoles, dude. My PS2 is still sitting here on my desk. I was just playing it this morning. I mean, these old consoles, they're still working after 25
Final
years.
Fantasy 7, 8, 9.
10, dude?
Nine's the best, by the way.
I
You
don't
guys
know.
can
See,
shoot
I
me in
love
the chat.
10 because it was the first one that had voice acting. That was like
Well,
a
now
big.
10 was PS2 though.
Oh, you're right. It was. It was still on PS1. 7 was probably my favorite, to be honest. But 9 was crazy.
Ah,
I
ah.
love 7. I can't help it. There's so many good characters. So many.
Nine just
Or
does
no,
it
I
for
didn't.
me.
Excuse me, not 7. 7 does have great characters, but I still like 8 better. Excuse me. 8 is the one with Squall and the garden and the
The one thing I didn't like about 8 was that you could summon an Eidolon every turn, and it didn't cost anything, and that's the only move that you would ever do because it's the best one.
Yeah, dude. That's exactly what I ended up doing was just using my summons, all of my GFs.
Right.
Yep. No, you're right, man. That's definitely, and it's the
Whereas
only
they
way to
cost a
do it.
ton of MP in Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah, so you had to use them more sparingly. They definitely balanced it more. Um, so if the PlayStation 2 is the best selling console of all time, the Switch was the fastest selling So it was going off shelves, guys. And honestly, dude, the Switch is it's pretty cool. I definitely have enjoyed it.
Arguably, the Switch might be like one of the really the best console out there right now. Again, don't shoot me in chat, but just the multiplayer and the fact that it can go handheld, it's just so versatile. And you can download the old like Nintendo games on it, and it's just I don't know. It's pretty cool.
It's fun, dude. I was playing
Unless you play Call of Duty.
Mansion. It was definitely fun. Question 8, guys. Let's go. Which video game console
Oh,
used these small
money.
mini discs for their console?
Money.
Money. And
Money.
interestingly enough, guys, I'll tell you a little tidbit about these discs. They not only work in one console, but they work in 2 consoles. What? Yes, it was for the Nintendo GameCube, guys. And what's cool is these actually work in the Wii. So if you guys have old GameCube games, they still work in the Wii, which is like so much easier. I don't even think I use my GameCube anymore just because I just end up putting them in the Wii. Question 9. Ooh, I don't even know this. What controller is this from? From the
Oh, gosh.
1970s, guys.
I don't
Wow.
even know what these are.
Dude, what is that? How do you use that?
Where's Tim? Is he still on? He was like, I mean, shoot, he was like 30 in the 70s, wasn't
Dude, Gauntlet Dark Legacy? Yes, I
he?
seriously
Yeah.
totally
The
forgot about.
GameCube? Many of ours.
Yeah, guys, drop one of
Also,
your.
also here's an unsung hero of the GameCube too. Cell Damage.
Never heard of that, dude.
It's like this like car battle royale type like game, and yeah, great characters. I remember having a paper route as a kid, and I got it for $20, and it was amazing. Cell Damage. Look it up, Reptar.
I totally will. So, guys, put your favorite game in the chat when you get a minute. We're gonna. So this was the This was the second to last question. We are going to check the score.
Was the winning? The Magnavox Odyssey. Yeah,
It was
nobody
the
had any
Magnavox.
idea. So
So,
for
guys,
2 people,
Kingdom Hearts, Ren. That's my favorite. Damn straight. Love that. So rankings. So Ice is in first place as of right now. Mr. Gray right behind him. Pickletown in third. So guys, we are coming to the last question. A lot of people are close to 400 or 500. This last question, I think they're all worth 150 points if you go quickly. So you guys still have a chance to win. So this is the last question. Everyone get ready. Oh, what just happened? Oh, I got it. Here we go.
a failure of their final console. The Sega 2.
Ooh, please get this wrong, Ice Grace. All right, guys, here we go. Yeah.
I didn't think there was anything after the Dreamcast.
The Sega Saturn was dog poop, JJ said. Yes. I'm pretty sure it's what ended up bankrupting Sega.
What? I don't even know what that is.
Exactly. It was so Sega was trying to compete still, and obviously it was
Sega.
they were trying to compete with the PlayStation and other things that were just weren't that were just that were better and they sold better. But so guys, we are going to finish the trivia and show the winner. So who won the $150 worth of ETH? It is
Nice.
Mr. Gray.
Nice.
Oh
Third place.
my
Pickletown,
gosh,
second
guys.
place.
We have our first ever tie. I don't
What?
know how this is possible. They both got 547 points. Pickletown and Mini Mr. Gray.
Well, how do you want to approach this, Reptar? Do we
So,
split it
you know
since
what,
it's not an
guys?
NFT, or do you guys like slap fight each other, or what are we gonna do here?
You know, if Mini Mr. Gray and Pickletown are okay with splitting it, I don't see why not. If not, they can double. We can do double or nothing, and we can go to we can do a tiebreaker round.
All right, Pickles, Mr. Gray, what do you want to do?
We need a unanimous decision. If not, then we are gonna go to the. Okay,
I'm not,
it looks
I'm
like
gonna
they're both down to split.
ah. I was just
So
gonna quote a blackjack dealer when I was in college, where he's pounding the table at our $1 minimum tables at bars in North Dakota and yelling, "Grow some balls and bet it all."
No, that's awesome because now you guys both are our winners tonight, and you guys are both going to be getting $75 worth of ETH. Nice
You.
safe win for both you guys, and huge congrats.
That'll buy a Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah, and Mini Mr. Greg, let me just say, way to just come up from behind on the last question. Awesome job. I didn't
Mr.
think we'd ever
Gray.
have a tie. I really did not think that the points would actually allow for a tie, but that is awesome.
All right. Now, we okay. So as far as if everybody forgot, Gamble Stakes is still going to be giving out $100 if you missed out on that trivia prize. We're going to be giving out $100 on Gamble Stakes to one random account that signs up by the end of the night tonight with using the Alpha Origins affiliate link, which is in the announcements. We've posted it in chat here. So get in there. This is going to be your last opportunity. We're not going to do it on stream tonight because we are. Schnecky had to hop off because something was going screwy with his computer. And we're going to put together a wheel and we will show who the winner will be soon. It'll be, I think, what do you think? We'll cut it off by, yeah, we'll cut it off by 10:30 Central Time. Yeah, we'll cut it off by 10:30 Central Time, and I'll take a screenshot, or I'll take a look and a snapshot of all the accounts that were created under the AO affiliate, and we'll get a wheel together and post that in the next day or so.
Hell yeah, man.
So you got
Well,
10 minutes. Get in there.
yeah. Well, guys, once again, thank you for another great night. You know, again, you guys are the reason we do this, and we're excited to kind of bring more value to you guys as we get closer to the mint. You know, quick reminder, platinum passes will be ending in about 2 days. Then we will move on to whitelists. So a lot of you guys that have those special planet rolls, you know, you might be getting some new secret rolls, maybe a nice whitelist roll. So you know, we appreciate you guys supporting us, and you know, we're finally ready to get some of this stuff built out. So you know, you guys, we will obviously see you guys in the upcoming events this week. We are going to start doing more Alluvium events. We got me and JC are going to start streaming some more Alluvium and showing you guys what we're doing with our lands, some of the blueprints that we're going to be minting for the community. And yeah, lots of fun stuff. And congrats to everybody who won prizes tonight.
Right, guys.
Hey
This
guys,
one,
if you have any crazy skulls or crazy mummies, Hackett just made a great point. You might want to check in with your community. It's been a while and things are changing.
they are, and a little bit of alpha here. Mr. Hackett may be involved.
Ooh. Yeah. Guys, huge stuff coming. Lots of we're working with a lot of partnerships with a lot of different new projects and some big projects in the space. We're excited to kind of see how those pan out and getting some more people that are just passionate about Web3 in here. So we will see you guys tomorrow at our
Whoa. Hold on. Hackett, it sounded like he had alpha. I brought him on stage.
Oh my god, he's on stage. I'm so sorry. Hackett, what's up?
He's muted.
There he is.
Hackett, maybe we'll have you officially come on next week.
No audio, Hackett, but we'll give you a minute.
Nothing yet.
The suspense, guys. I mean,
Just the sweat beads rolling down with the suspense.
He's got a crazy skull for his avatar. I can't hear him though. Can anybody else hear him? Is he talking?
Nope.
Wah, 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 wah. Where's range in the sound effects?
we can't do sound effects on stage. It sucks.
No, that's
Sorry, Hackett.
Gosh,
What happened?
he just
We'll give
his phone couldn't hack it tonight.
That's not even close to funny.
It
We'll
makes
let
me
you-
smile,
We'll let you try a little bit.
and that's what matters.
Hackett, if you can't say it on stage, type it in the chat. I'll be your mouth.
Yeah, hey, Hackett, we'll be in touch as well, and we'll get you on stage, and we'll get you on one of these promo cards as well.
For sure,
Hackett,
man.
Hackett,
Check
what's the
in on your projects, guys?
What-
If you're holding these, like definitely go into the Discord. A lot of things are changing, and Hackett, yes, we would love to have you in the community on the next game night. So if you can reach out to KB and we can get you scheduled for speaking next week, we'd love to have you.
Speaking of which, now that we have 7 minutes left, less than 7 minutes left to get into your Gamble Stakes account.
Ooh.
Get there.
All right, Hackett, that's it. I'm done. I'm never pulling you on stage ever again. I'm hanging up on you.
All right, Hackett, we'll be in touch, my man.
Timmy is sad.
I am sad. Hackett, my homie.
Also, guys, we cannot reiterate this enough. Guys, reach out to Tim if you want to get in on one of these passes. Otherwise, our mint link is also in the announcements in Discord. It's 1 ETH. You get 10 of these things, and then the cost goes up after Friday. Friday is the cutoff for these platinum passes. So get in while you can.
Yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for everybody for hosting and guesting and chatting about your projects. We love the alpha. If you're still here, if you're still on stage.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's a good question. For people that buy 2 passes, customs, we need to do something with that, I think. That could be interesting.
Speaking of customs, guys, we have talked to Ben Herrera about customs, and he is all in on doing customs for the community.
Yeah.
We haven't worked out the details on that yet. That will come post mint. Once we got all that stuff figured out, that'll be kind of a next layer.
So wait, what was the
God,
question about 2 passes?
Well, he asked if you buy 2 passes, can you get a custom NFT?
If you buy 2 passes, you can get in on our assistance consulting and infrastructure for your NFT project. If you buy, we actually have a broken down list of if you buy a certain number of passes. So If you want access to that list, just DM me or KV or Reptar. Any one of us can send it to you.
Nice.
Nice. The custom
something-
thing is a great idea, and you know what? We're gonna talk with Ben Herrera like ASAP and see what we can get done and what we can figure out here.
Yeah, because I do like the incentive for people who buy multiple passes to get it custom. That might be something that we can think about doing, especially with the amount of passes that we have. So I think that will be doable. We will definitely run that by, and we'll discuss that with the rest of the team, because I really like that idea. And again, this project's for you guys. If you guys want something done bad enough, we're gonna do our best to do it. And again, tomorrow when we do spider tanks, guys, even if you didn't win a tank tonight, or if you don't have a tank, you can still play with us for free. You can still earn for free. It's a lot of fun. Hackett, I think I heard you for a second when Timmy was talking. Yeah, you want to try and hop back on stage and see if it's maybe working now, because I could have sworn that I heard you.
Test.
Yeah, we got you, man. What's up?
Hey, hold on one second. My kid's crying. But yeah, a little alpha, since it's Alpha Origins, I would check in on your projects. There is some new leadership in town, and Alpha Origins may be involved with some mints that we did for Alpha. We minted Alpha Origins, and you might have some trade bot utility. There are some leaks in the
Ooh.
Discord.
Cover up those bots over there. It's getting wet.
So definitely check in, and we'll organize the Beyond next week before the town hall. There is a town hall. I believe it's the 5th. Timmy, do you remember what day it is? You're there too.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
My audio was cutting in and out. So yeah, it's June 11th.
It's that
2
iPhone
p.m.
3.
June 11th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday.
Yeah, hey, Tim Hackett, post that Discord link to Crazy Skulls so we can all get in there and check it out.
I don't have the link, but yeah. Because it's crazy down now, I think.
Oh. Getting crazy.
Yeah, guys, we have a lot of communities we're gonna start working with that we haven't really announced yet. And we're always looking for different projects. So we might have to repost that. I think the Discord was like, nope. I think we have to post the vanity link, or else it just
Heck, if you want to send it to me, I'll copy and paste it. I'm trying to get it. I'm having some difficulties over here.
It's because you're a redhead.
That's the first time you went redhead instead of colorblind.
We don't see color here, Tim.
No, we don't.
No,
just red.
Just completely the vacancy of just white and black.
Just alpha.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for another successful game night. I am going to tend to my alluvium land and watch some cartoons as I do this time of night. And again, it's been awesome having all of you. And we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow and on and during the rest of our events this week. And we're going to be giving away more and more coming up in this next couple months, guys, especially whitelist. So keep your eyes open.
Great to see everybody tonight. We will see you again next week. Excited to see all of you, hopefully, myself included, hopefully, at Spider Tanks. Thursday night tanks tomorrow night, and Big Time Tuesday. And Reptar's got some great events coming on with Vast Impact Gaming, and he's looking into Alluvium stuff. And JC puts out some Alluvium Zero content, and great stuff going on at Alpha Origins. You guys have a great night. There's a ton of Alpha tonight, and we will catch you in DGen chat, or if you want to hop on to General Voice, I'm sure some of you DGens will be over there as well. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.